with our first premiere supply show here at Underground Studio. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Drop all the comments in the chat. We'll be responsive. We want to reply to you guys. We want to see where you're from. We want to know who's tuning in. And today we have a lot planned. So if you're joining us from Instagram or on our site or on YouTube, please, if you're in our site, check below. We'll have all the things queued up that we're showing today. You can get more information. You can get pricing. Anything that you need should be right there. Tuning in from New Jersey, Outback. Man, what's it like in New Jersey right now? Down here in Florida, we got it hot. We got Texas here. We got New York here. Yo, we're hitting all the bases. Pompano. Whoa. Right down the road. Nature things. Arizona. That's it. That's an interesting name there, Arizona. Well, I'm glad you guys are here. Do we have a GTP setup? I do not. I am the setup guy, and I should be having one online here in the next 2 weeks. But I do have some cool supplies for GTPs today that I'm going to show you guys. Wyoming, Arkansas, Wisconsin, Mississippi, Iowa. Anybody from Tennessee? I'm a Tennessee boy. I want to hear some shout outs from Tennessee. Anybody? Oh, let me tell you guys a little bit about what we're doing today. We have some giveaways. I want to tune you in right now to the giveaways that we have. We are giving away an adult crested gecko. With any order, you will be entered to win an adult crested gecko. I'm going to show you guys those here in a second, but they are fire adult crested geckos. We have them for free when you place an order, and we also have a free animal with the purchase of a setup, both for our turtle setup, which I have here. This is the deluxe setup, and for our Corn King Milk Rat Snake setup, which is right here. But today, the free snake will be a corn snake. We have juvies here from Florida for our corn snake setups. You'll get a free corn snake with the purchase of the setup. And we have 2 red ears with the purchase of our turtle setup. These come both in 10 and 20 gallon options. But I have presented here the 20 gallon options that have a few different items in them because I can fit more in the 20 gallons. It was summer yesterday and winter again today. Who else? What do we guys? What's going on in the chat? We got Houston, Texas, Maine. Oh, go Vols! Let's go! Woo! Jeremy McKissack, go Vols! If you're ever out on the lake in Tennessee on your boat on game day, you'll just hear people yelling, "Woo!" across the lake because it's game day. Everybody loves some Vols football. They may not always pull it off the best in the second half, but man, the fans are awesome in Tennessee. Shout out Tennessee. I miss you. I love you, fam. I know my mama's up there. My bro's up there. I miss you guys. So, we got some free codes. What's up?
Can we turn on these lights or
no? No. I don't got the lamps plugged in. I wish I had more light for you guys. These setups are bomb. I'll talk about them more here, and we'll get into some of our dry goods items. But first, I want to show you guys, for the Crested giveaway, some of our animals here. So I'll go over here to my macro. I've got 3 options, but you guys got to weigh in to tell me which one that you want to be given away today. Sorry. Well, whoever wins the vote is the one that's given away. We got old Ned here. Ned's a beauty. Ned's the guy that got the average name out of them all. But he ain't average. He's got some beautiful, deep, kind of pinkish shoes with great looking saddles that aren't broken up. I really like how solid this animal's pattern is. But we have some others here too. We got old Rillo. When he was colored up, he was looking yellow. That's why I called him Rillo. It's supposed to be Rio after Amarillo, but dang. When he was colored up, he was almost all yellow, the background of this animal. But Hey, buddy. Woo! Little hopper. Very pretty. Looks like he's got some Dalmatian spots in him, like a bit of a reticulated pattern. This one's a boy. So, in the chat, pick your favorite. Whoever gets the most votes, we will be sending one of these with whoever places an order during the live. This is only active during the live, so place your orders.
This one's my favorite.
And this one's Alicia's favorite. This is old Hammy. Hammy is a gordo. That's why I called him Hammy. He's a beautiful crested gecko. I love the saddles on him. It's a little more broken up than our first one, old Ned, but very pretty animal.
The two-colored eyes.
Oh. Yeah, Alicia wanted you guys to know. This guy's special, all right? He's special. Look at that. This is his light side, and this is his dark side. You don't have to lie acting like you're all good, all right? And he's got both sides.
Hammy, everyone's voting for Hammy.
Everybody's voting for Hammy?
Woo!
Oh, come on. Hammy is pretty cool because he's got those cool eyes, but don't forget about old Ned. Man, don't forget about old Ned. He's a beauty too. So, Hammy's a boy. Ned looks like a girl. And she's got really pretty saddles on the side. You guys really, I hope you can see. I'm not good with my Crested Gecko traits, but I don't think this is considered a quad stripe. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys tune in. Is that a quad stripe? He's got the pinks going on him, old Ned. And then, last but not least, Rillo, who's not fired up right now, showing off all his yellow colors. But all this white earlier it was orange and yellow.
Oh dang! Now Ned's going up there.
Let's go, Ned. Let's go, Ned. Whoa! Hey, get back here. Rillo's a bouncy one. All right. So these are our 3 giveaways. If you do an order during the live, you will be entered to win one of these 3. So here in the first 5-10 minutes of the live, though, we're going to conclude the voting for these, just so you guys aren't spamming the chat the whole time with these weird names. And one of these, we got Ned, Hammy, and Rillo, will be given away by the end of this live. Ned, on the run. Man.
Somebody asked, could we purchase one of the others that are not part of this giveaway?
Absolutely. If you guys place an order during the live, and I'll connect your name with one of these. What's up? I was showing the animals. If you place your order during the live...
Your face, Cole.
What?
The people are here for your face.
No, they're not. They're here for these animals. Nobody here wants to see my face, all right? I want to get your votes right off the bat here. Start off the live so that we can tell who's gonna be sent out later. Again, when we announce the winner, the other 2 may be available for you guys to place an order. We'll make sure and get your name attached to it. But all 3 of these adult Cresties are up for grabs, but only one will be given away during this live. We got Ned, Hammy, Rillo. Place your votes. We got a lot of Hammies. Everybody likes little Hammy. He's the big boy. He's the big boy of the batch. Actually, I think that one's a girl. We got Rillo as the only boy. Hammy and Ned appear to be the girls. So, place your votes, ladies and gentlemen. While you're placing your votes, I want to show you some more dry goods. These here, if you didn't start with us, these are our giveaway setups. Well, we're not giving away the setup, but the animal that goes inside will be given away with the purchase of a setup. These setups come included with just about everything you'll need to care for the animal. All right, we got the food items with the corn snake setup. We got the temp guns. We got the tongs for feeding. Both of them come, this one with an underwater thermostat, this one with a hygrometer, thermohygrometer. Pretty much every doodad I could put into the deluxe, I put it in there. Because I love being able to have an awesome setup that tells you everything you need to know about what you need to provide for your animal, or where it's basking, and what its basking spot's like. Just all those things are why this hobby is so cool, because everybody gets to have their own little project in their living room. These are my projects. The corn snake setup, which if you guys get this today, a free juvie corn will be coming with that setup. I've got one right here. Man, if you guys are from Florida, give a shout out because we know you'll be seeing some corn snakes if you're herping in Florida. But here we have a beautiful corn snake. This is one of the ones that will be given away with the purchase of a setup today. An awesome looking animal. I really like this one. It's got those real high orange in the saddles. Corn snakes are super variable. If there's anybody that knows some awesome localities of corn snakes out there, I'm going to see if the true nerds are tuning in to this live. If there's anybody that knows some awesome localities of corn snakes, they can tell us one thing about that locality, I'll give you a shout out in the chat. I love all the different localities of corn snakes. I don't know much about it. I haven't learned all the different pattern variations. You can tell by this what's going on in the stomach, whether it's from this locality or the other locality. Just all the different features that are shown in each animal kind of dictate what locality it was probably gathered from, which is super cool to me. Anybody? Central Florida by Disney got 2. If you guys see any of the shout outs about those, let me know because I'm all in the camera right now. My commentator, I guess it's commentator, right? You're the commentator, right?
Producer.
No, she's the producer. Alicia, she's behind the scenes right now, but she is working to answer all y'all's questions and
Cole,
to cater to you guys.
Any order today or during this live can be entered for the Crested Gecko, or is it supply orders for the Crested Gecko?
That's a good question. How do we know if they're from the live? You know?
Well, yeah, it would just be during the live.
Be during the live.
The order
So,
during the live, I guess.
the orders that are done during the live will be the ones that are entered for Ned, Rillo, or Hammy, those free Crested Gecko adults. So, we good?
Yeah. You're good.
So that is the Corn King Milk Rat Snake setup. And I have it set up for a variety of snakes because there are several different varieties that I think would go great in that setup. But today we're just repping the corns. We're repping the corns. I actually do have another animal here that would go great in that setup. Someone, would you help me? I have a Stewart's Milk. Also an awesome animal. You can find it on our site. It's probably below. If you're tuning in on our website, it is below in an ad associated with the live. Stewart's Milk Snakes. We got them right now in stock for y'all. This is not included in today's giveaway, but this is another animal that would go great. Man, I'm shaking like a leaf. I had a little too much caffeine. Look at that, guys. Let me show you over here. Boom. Beautiful. These are beautiful snakes. All the varieties of milk snake, in my opinion, are super cool. Underrated. Very awesome beginner animal like the corn snake. Beautiful. Look at his head. He's got that black, awesome contrast, solid pattern. All the Stewart's Milks, they hold up to their name. They're just, it's a great looking animal. Underrated, beautiful animal. A lot of people's like, wow, weird, that looks like a poisonous snake. Nope, it's just a milk snake. If you'd believe it, you'll go out and you can find snakes that look kind of like this, Scarlet Kings, stuff like that in Florida, with huge, like, awesome, blow your mind colors like this guy.
I have an announcement.
An announcement.
There's a special announcement.
Steven just purchased some Reptifana.
Yo, Steven.
So
Where are we at?
Steven is entered to win the Crested, right?
He is
Absolutely.
entered to win the
Steven,
Crested.
you are entered to win that free Crested. Hey, if you place like 5 separate orders, you might even be entered like 5 times.
That's great.
Buy some leaves 5 times and get yourself up there on that list. We have, speaking of Reptifana, that's an awesome new set of products that we just got in. For those that know about bioactive stuff, these are some products that will come really in handy. And they're super cheap right now. If you guys don't know, Live Supply in your cart page or checkout page will give you 10% off in addition to the giveaways that we're doing, if you apply that code, another 10% off. So for all that Reptifauna stuff, for Steven, who just got that, you already got a 10% off. Make sure you enter live supply code. Code is live supply in the cart, and you'll have an additional 10% off. Man, I think that product is on special right now for 30% off. So you'll be getting a lot of savings on that. Maybe I could show you guys that real quick. So this was here, my Reptifauna. Thanks for the shout out, Steve. Any of the other products below in the queue that you guys want to see, throw it in the chat. I got you. I want to show you guys. I want this to be something where you can interact with me. You can tell me what you want to see. You can ask questions about supplies and dry goods. I'm the dry goods guy. I hope I can answer all your questions, and if I can't, I'll get you those answers. We'll find a way to get those answers to you. Let's see what the chat's going on. Do you have a beardy giveaway? Jamie May, sorry. We don't have a beardy giveaway right now. I think we did that in one of our past lives, did we not? Do we have a bearded dragon setup giveaway? Yeah, we did. And we have an awesome setup for bearded dragons, KMJ, but
maybe we'll do that this Friday.
Maybe this Friday, if you tune in, there's going to be some awesome things happening Friday. Shout out to Friday. You guys should be there because I know for a fact that there are some awesome animals on their way right now that they're going to have to be showing on Friday. That Gascar, that Maddie Gascar. What you know about that? Some of the most amazing animals. Sorry. I'm dropping the hints. You guys shouldn't even know this.
Secrets, Cole.
I'm dropping the secrets. I'm just the dummy in front of the camera telling you guys all the secrets. Sorry. Steve, let me show you guys some of these Reptifauna products. These are really cool. Bioactive dudes and dudettes, tune in. Let me show you guys some of these products. These are Reptifauna products. You got a few different varieties. Jungle Leaf comes with a couple different leaves. We have these Lotus Pods, which are awesome nooks and crannies for Bioactive. All of these break down to really enrich that ecosystem that those bioactive animals are creating, those isopods, the springtails. All of these really enrich those setups, will help your plants grow better and your animals do better. They're really good all around. Anybody that's into bioactive setups, give a shout out. We have some really cool bioactive setups up here today. Maybe Summer will show us or give me one of the bioactive setups that I could show you guys. But anyway, these are the Lotus Pods. Super cool aesthetically, beyond the fact that they have an awesome function in bioactive setups. These things are sick.
What's that phobia called?
Oh, the tropophobia. The tropo. Look at the tropos. I don't know what the heck that means, but evidently.
Nail that to one of your enemies who has that.
Yeah, just line is yeah. Put that on your friend's pillowcase. Tropophobia. Lotus Pods. It also comes in, these are the Reptifauna products. You guys are just tuning in for bioactive setups. These are banana leaves. Man, I love how they cut these up. I mean, it comes in this neat little package, super flat and easy to ship, which obviously I like. And this is the Jungle Mix, which has a couple different varieties of leaves. And these are your palm leaves. All of these, when incorporated in your soils or in your setups, they'll help provide more aeration into the soils if you're mixing them in, and they do really well in bioactive setups. I do bioactive. Sean Johnson, let's go. You are among the few that are nerding out and doing the bioactive. I haven't made the cut yet. I just don't have what it takes yet. I deal with a lot of animals. I really want to get into bioactive stuff, but I just haven't done it. It's really easy to do, and they have so many products for bioactive setups. Can you grab that box, the other box with all the substrates in it? That was a bioactive box. Yeah. I have some, no, it's the other one. It had the, just look for bioactive stuff. I have some more bioactive stuff that I can show you guys. Pygmy chameleons. Oh, man, I don't know. I don't know nothing. Don't know nothing about no Madagascar stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Pygmy chameleons, that sounds cool. I have one of your featured animals from y'all, Crested anoles. What? Oh my gosh! I got a shout out for a Crested anole. I thought I was gonna get shamed for bringing a Crested anole out alive because, well, Crested anoles, they just run around everywhere, and you know, if you're living in Florida, you know, you're practically tripping on some of these species. But I'll show you guys a Crested anole. Can you please? Oh, I got a Crested anole, and this guy's a bouncy one. So I'm gonna try not to. Okay, here we go. Oi, oi! This is a Crested anole, and oh, he mad. He said, "No, don't touch me." Hey, You guys can see the crest on him. Man, this guy's really impressive. He's not showing well on the camera. Maybe I could do the macro.
Yeah.
So this is a Crested anole. He's mad. He's chomping on my finger right now. If you guys see, he's got these really, almost like a pinstripe, like a crested gecko would have. You guys can see all along his back, he's got a big, nice crest. And when he's puffed up, and when he's got his light on him, man, this guy looks really impressive. You can see on the side of his neck, he's got his little dewlap. It's hidden in there. Oh, look at there it is. When he's showing off for the girls, he lets his old dewlap dangle. You know, he's like, hey, everybody, check me out. I'm on top of my rock. Come see me. This has got to be a boy. They don't have that dewlap if they're a girl. At least I don't think so. I think it's at least a little less prominent. But super cool. This is a big anole. If you guys know anoles, this is a larger anole, but a super cool anole. I'm glad somebody gave me a shout out for a Crested anole.
Can anoles cohab?
Can anoles cohab? Yeah. Anoles cohab pretty well. Surprisingly though, anoles require a bit of a larger setup. This guy's still chewing, man. We got a chewer. Hey, dude, we're not enemies, you and I. I'm trying to find you a nice home. Somebody is gonna take you home today. Yo, and if you guys have just tuned in, if you do want to take this Crested anole home, you can with a live supply. Is it a code? Is it a code? These are codes. Live supply. Live supply will give you 10% off of this guy, and you'll be entered to win one of our Crested geckos. I showed you guys. All right, last chance to place your votes. We're gonna announce it here in a couple minutes. Who between these three adult Crested geckos will be the giveaway of the day? You place an order. You're entered to win a Crested gecko. It's as easy as that. An elite membership comes with a ton of perks. Very reasonably priced. Or find a dry good, like one of those Reptifauna products, and enter to win an adult Crested gecko. Again, we have Rillo, we got Hammy. He's a big girl. This is the girl. We got Ned. Ned is a girl. I don't know why I gave Ned that name, but a pretty girl. She's pink. She's got some pretty nice patterning, super bold. And last but not least, our boy Rillo. This guy was yellow when he was all fired up. That's why I named him Rillo. But last chances to place your votes there. The other two are still available, but we're about to decide which one is given away for those who place their orders during this live. That's right. Adult Crested gecko giveaway happening right now. Alicia, what do you think? Who's won? Should we wait? Are you guys casting votes? They're still casting votes. We got Hammy. Dragon Snake says Hammy's a cutie. I think so too.
Rillo's getting some votes now.
Hey, give us some love. We got Rillo, we got Ned, we got Hammy. If you guys think these names are awesome, well, thank you. I have a gift for naming things with really weird names.
I think Hammy won.
You think Hammy won? Oh! We have a winner. Sorry, folks. The polls have closed. Hammy is going home with one of you guys today. Place your orders during the live. get yourself a good old hammy. Come into your living room, your dining room, wherever you want to keep him. Above your pillow. I don't care. Hammy could be yours. I think an arboreal setup, like in a bedroom or in a living room, dude, you'll have a cool animal. Wake up, check him out, see what he's doing. Hammy will not disappoint. He's a beauty. Hammy, sorry, thank you, Summer. Hammy has got the light eye and the dark eye. And it's not just that something's defective and wrong with the eye, which is sometimes the case. Both totally good. Just he's got a little extra razzle dazzle, a little funk, a little hammy. All right, guys. Don't fret. Rillo and Ned are still available. You guys, if anybody wants to buy Rillo or Ned, place the order for the type of Crested that's in the link.
What? No, it's just whatever the order. What?
So, other people are wondering, are Ned and Rillo still available?
Oh, yeah.
We got some people that love Ned.
Let's see. Hold on.
I don't blame you. Alicia will get on a way to make sure that if you are one of the first people to place an order for an adult Cresty, that it'll go with your name on it before it goes back up to it. We got lots of hammies. Hammy. Best name, best looking Crested. I don't blame you guys. I have tanks in every room. Wow. Kathy, tell me about this life that you're living. What in the world? You got tanks in your bathroom? Kathy, are you serious? Tell me what animal lives in your bathroom. I want to know. Kathy, me too, except my bathroom. Dragon Snake says, oh, not in my bathroom. That's funny. Okay. So, guys, I got you here. Thank you so much for joining in the live. We appreciate you guys. We are one of the only people showing off animals doing live streams.
Kate said she has 38 Crested geckos.
Whoa! Kate, make it 39. Make it an odd number. And then make it an even number again. And then just keep working your way up. Kate, we got Ned and Rillo looking for a home. They're beautiful. We got Rillo the boy, Ned the girl. If you need another male, if you need another female, Kate, we got you. Kathy, I'm still waiting to find out. Oh, okay. All right, Kathy. Yeah. Yo, help me with anything that you see on here. You want to help, like, shout out for these folks that are trying to get...
Who also purchased a bunch of Reptifana.
Who did?
Anthony.
Anthony. Shout out. Reptifana. Awesome products. Anthony, you know you're getting these 30% off. Plus, if you enter your live supply code, you're getting 40% off of these things for your bioactive setup. They're not just great for bioactive setups. If you guys have frogs, if you guys have amphibians, these are great to retain humidity, to make those little micro environments inside your setup that really keep that animal happy. We want happy animals. Have yourself a happy animal. Get you some lotus pods. Maybe some jungle leaves. You never know. Could be any of them. Alright. I haven't shouted out our giveaways in a second. If you're just joining us, I'm Cole. This is Underground Reptile Studio. We're doing it live. And we got giveaways going on. Free turtles with your turtle setup. Man, this turtle setup has absolutely maxed out everything I could put in here. I tried to put into this turtle setup. I have, you can't see in this corner, I have a corner hide in this corner. One of those that fits into the corners and it's got the stairs down it. In this corner over here, behind the thermostat, I've got a big bark bin in the middle that has a plant inside of it, just kind of coming out of the top. I've got a big vine in the back. We've got everything else that you need, heating, lighting, all the stuff. And when you buy this today, you get 2 radiator sliders. 2 baby radiator sliders. This is my 20-gallon option. I have a 10-gallon option, but if you're going to get 2, they're probably going to grow. Unless they're feeding them good, pretty quick. You might want to consider 20-gallon option. But if you love some turtles, give me a shout out in the chat. If you got some turtles, I want to hear about the animals you guys have. I want to hear about the crazy experiences with reptiles that you guys had. We'll ask some questions later. I want to know more about you guys. Who's tuning in? Where are you from? What kind of animals you got? Kathy, you're slacking. No animal in the bathroom. Catch me next time. I know you're going to fill that bathroom. We're working up. We're working up. The other setup giveaway. This is my corn setup. Corn snake. Or milk snake. Or rat snake setup. It houses a variety of animals depending on what you want. It's set up to accommodate those animals. It comes with a ton of stuff in it too. I've got a hide in the middle. It's a little bent bark hide. You can see it right here at the end of my finger. It's kind of halfway covered up by my bark here. And then over here we have another corner hide. And then back in this area, can you grab me that the magnetic humid hide on the back corner of the table? You have one of these humid hides. Now this is one of the featured products I want to show you guys. Do I got any more questions? You constantly just shout at me.
There's
whatever everybody's
I'm
saying.
waiting for an answer for.
Oh.
So GW
Humid.
Mustangs, we're waiting for an answer. And then Jose said he had a question, but he hasn't asked his question yet.
Jose, you're keeping us on edge, man. Ask your question. I want to give you an answer.
John Moreno just ordered some lotus pods and jungle leaves for his Cresteds and gargoyles.
Wow. Those are going to be some happy gargs. Those are going to be some happy Cresteds. Hey, guess what? You might win old Hammy because you placed that order. Anybody that's just tuning in, you place orders during our live free Crested Gecko that was decided on by your peers. Old Hammy will be coming on with you. It will be free. So, I was telling you guys, I get distracted. Forgive me. If I don't answer your question, look, I'm sorry. I get so excited. There's so many cool things. There's doodads, there's gadgets, there's setups. But, believe me, I want to get to you. I like Dragon Snake. Thanks for shouting out in the chat room. I've seen you several times now. It's got 12 snakes, 5 old pythons, Lucy Rainbow Boa. Whoa, that's a cool one. Blue Beauty. Ooh, we got some Blue Beauties. Boa Constrictor, 2 hog noses, and a Sambo. Yo, will you
I'm not taking out a Blue Beauty.
No. Summer says she doesn't want to take out the Blue Beauty for you guys.
I'm not
because
taking
he's
out
a little
Blue
feisty.
Beauty. I'll get the
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The calico one's
The
there.
calico. Find the nicest one. We want to show you guys a Blue Beauty. We got some of those up in, this is Underground Studio. You might catch us on a live up here, but off all corners of this screen, there are breeding rooms that are currently housing breeding projects that are only here at Underground. We're doing them. We're doing it for you. All right? And they're here. They're all around. Summer, she takes great care of our animals. Shout out to the Summer Sauce, taking good care of our animals. She's grabbing a Blue Beauty right now because somebody had some ridiculous amount of animals. I already missed your comment, but I want to show you guys a Blue Beauty. 4 dogs, 2 cats, 3 dragons. Gosh, Becky, you're like a cat person, but more.
What's your therapist?
Becky, we know not all people that fill their every room with an animal need a therapist. But a lot of them do. But that ain't you, Becky. You're joining us here. We know that you're just trying to shout out, tell us about your life. You got a blue-tongued skink.
We know you're mentally stable.
We know you're mentally stable, just like me. We're happy. We're fine. We're happy. We're good.
I'm dropping a link for Ned and Rillo
Oh!
in the chat.
Ned and Rillo. We got a link for Ned and Rillo. The other two beauties that we didn't name for the free giveaway. Ned and Rillo.
Just let us know your order number in the chat and who you want, and they'll get marked for you.
Order number in the chat. The first person to post that order number in the chat for Ned or for Rillo, it'll be yours. Says Alicia. I don't know how she does all that. She puts those numbers in and she'll figure it out. She'll get you taken care of. All right? Back to the setup. Guys, if you don't know, free turtles. Put that code in. And when you buy a turtle setup, you will get 2 Readier sliders today. Live supply, 10% off. That's your code in your checkout. 10% off of anything you buy with that code. Or is it just supplies?
I believe it's just supplies.
Ooh, sorry. Limited. Just supplies. 10% off. And we have our code Free Corn Snake to give you a free juvie corn snake with the purchase of a setup. Now, guys, I have only the deluxe setups out here right now. And they are deluxe. Don't test me. These things are the bomb, all right? All of our deluxe setups are rocking. They are awesome. They've got everything you need. But these are the deluxe. These come in 10 and 20 gallon options. So, really, I'm showing you the top of the top. But if you want to get entered for those animals, you can buy any variant of those. There's economy 10 gallon. There's economy 20 gallon. These are just the Mac Daddies.
I have
But
an
if you-
order shout out. Sorry.
Order shout out.
From Elaine, she bought the digital thermohydrometer.
Oh, Elaine, that one, I love that. This is it right here. This digital thermohygrometer, you can spray it. It's super sleek, and the display is actually pretty large. What I don't like about a lot of thermohygrometers is the display super small, or those analog ones, they just don't work. This one is a good one. I've used this in almost all my setups, not because I just wanted to throw another thing in there, because this is a good product. This, you'll be glad you got that. Oh, the Blue Beauty. I want to show you guys. Shout out. Who's the person that was saying something about a Blue Beauty? They had a Blue Beauty.
Dragon snake.
He's having a,
We're having a bowel movement. It's okay.
Oh,
What is
that's
this?
a male calico.
Ooh,
Summer
so pretty, though.
has brought something out of our breeding supply. This is a male calico Blue Beauty. Just because of the shout out. Sorry guys, not for sale. This is just for you lovers out there who wanted to see a cool animal. I've got a lot of more cool animals that are for sale, but hopefully you guys stay tuned into our site. You'll be seeing some of these in the baby form soon, because we're working this breeding
Should
project.
get him under the other camera so you can
Oh, let's see some of this pattern on the other camera here.
He looks purple.
My little area. Yeah. Summer, I agree. This animal, ooh, I don't want you to get hungry
He's
for
the
my
nicest
geckos here.
one out of all of them, so
This
he should-
this is a beautiful, almost like a purple hue that this animal has. It's got beautiful orangish yellow spots, a nice looking head, and actually for a Blue Beauty, this disposition is pretty good. We have a whole rack of them, and this is the kindest one, and it happens to be the prettiest one. You guys see down near the tail, there's some more dark patterning. She's showing off her belly right now. Really beautiful animal. I am super excited to get to work with stuff like this every day. Shout out anybody that's trying to work a cool animal like this. I want to hear about the animals that you guys have. Somebody just ordered
What would the
Kathy
price be on
Shounds.
the
The babies.
Once he has babies.
That's incoming, guys. I don't have a price for you yet. I'm sorry. But stay tuned. Keep looking on our site, because Underground Breeding is looking to drop some great stuff here in this upcoming season. We've got the boas coming. We have a whole room of ball pythons. We've got those Blue Beauties. We've got the Solomon Island or Isabel Island ground boas,
So
and more.
the code live supply is off for all orders. 10% off all orders.
Oh, upgrade.
Yeah.
Anybody want an upgrade? Live supply. 10% off, not just supplies, all orders.
And order shout out for Kathy. She just purchased Reptifauna as well.
Kathy, with the Reptifauna.
Might sell out of Reptifauna.
Yeah, we might sell out of Reptifauna. We'll get it back.
And so did Jared. He bought an acrylic habitat, Reptifauna, and bamboo bars.
Oh! What kind of acrylic did you get? Did you get the one that was in the queue?
6x8x6. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Ask him what he's
Yo,
putting in
who got that order?
It was
Jared.
Jared.
Jared, I want to catch you while you still got the side up, because you have to have something with this acrylic setup. We have, Summer, can you grab one for me? We have these we have these panel lights, these panel LED lights, and if you can see right here, this has a recessed area here. It's great. It's got a magnetic strip there to draw that closed for you. Very secure, nice, super solid. But that recess perfectly houses. The same company makes an LED. So if you want to get another one of these in the future and stack it, literally the LED clears in this area. It'll sit there perfectly, and you can have a stacked up setup. You can have multiples like this stacked up. These come in several sizes. They all have the magnets. This is a super great product. They are a little more expensive than buying a big hunky piece of glass, but you're paying less on shipping and you're getting something that looks really good. If you put substrate in here, if you put this one would be great for an arachnid or a scorpion. If you put a little sand in here, a small plant, man,
I have a question.
this is a good looking setup right here.
How do you bio set up for a Pac-Man?
A bio setup for a Pac-Man. Woody, we got some intel. We got some intel over here. We got Woody.
Like-
Come on, Woody, jump over them wires. Get over
I'm
here.
about to rip the whole
Which lighter?
thing down.
The Reptizoo LED. This is small.
Okay, Bioactive for a Pac-Man. You can do something as small as a 10-gallon tank. I go Eco Earth or some kind of like soil. I forgot what it's called.
Reptisoil.
Reptisoil, that, and then you can do isopods. Obviously, if they see them, they'll probably eat them, but they stay under the substrate most of the time, so they'll be okay for the most part. Springtails as well. Live plants. You can do like bromeliad, stuff like that. Honestly, I don't know a ton about plants. But any kind of plant that doesn't have like insecticides or pesticides or that kind of thing on them. And
this
that'll be good.
Reptifauna stuff too. For a
Reptifauna?
bioset. Yeah, this
Oh,
is.
what is that?
These are all of our. Yo, dude.
Oh, dude.
Reptifauna, bro.
These dry goods.
Check it. Look at that.
Dude, I got tryptophobia or whatever it's called.
We got different leaves. These are almost 40% off right now, especially if you use the live supply code. These are really good for bioactive setups.
We have elite shout-outs from Mark and Kate.
What's up, Kate? Guys,
Tell them about Elite. They don't know.
they just signed up for Elite. For you guys who aren't Elite members, it's basically the best thing going in the reptile industry.
Ever.
So what you get with that for $7 a month or $70 for the whole year, you'll get access to all our auctions. So we do 9 2-hour auctions 7 days a week, and those auctions have no reserve. They ship for absolutely free, and most auctions go for at least 50% off. So if you win one auction, I mean that the membership has already paid itself for like 6 months. You'll also get 5% off everything on our entire site. You'll get exclusive sales, early access to animals, and every month you will get a brand new Ugimon card. If Cole could grab me a Ugimon card, we design these in-house and print them and ship them right to your door for free. All you got to do is claim it on the site,
Ugimons.
and boom, you can get that. How about that? Perch and bite. That's what he do. Eyelash viper. What else? Yeah,
Oh, yo, check
this is one of my favorites. This is the leaf-tail gecko. Look at his abilities. Don't move. Pretend to be moss. That's what he does in real life. So you can get plenty of clever, hilarious things like that.
I like me.
What else? Oh, the
I like me a bush viper.
bush viper. That's good
Ooh.
too.
What about your old pocket dragon?
Pocket
Get yourself
dragon.
a crocodile skink.
This one's funny. This one's funny too. Look cool and do nothing. Because that's what red-eyed crocodile skinks do. They're probably
Hey.
the coolest looking animal as far as aesthetics go, and then just down here is going to be the activity level.
I saw him move.
They just don't really move.
I saw him move once last week. It was cool.
He saw him, and also look, and I wrote the little, I don't know if you could pick that up, the little flare text. It says, when you look this cool, or does it say good? When you look this good, you don't have to have a personality. That's what that says, so,
Oh, dude.
all kinds of
Don't.
funny things like that.
So if you get Elite, you get those Ugimon cards for free,
Yeah,
right?
those are free.
All you gotta do is.
Every month.
Can they get old Ugimon cards?
Oh, you want the
I
classics?
think if you want to search, I think we do have an ad for a 4-pack, and that's the 4 backlog ones we have available on the site, I think.
So,
When will February UG card be shipped? It'll be shipped at the end of February.
Mid-March.
Very soon.
I wanted to show you guys this. This for the acrylics. If you guys, whoever got that acrylic earlier, who was that? This panel, LED panel, is putting off some light. For something that goes in a small acrylic that you probably won't add a heat source to the top of anyway, you might add a heat pad. This thing will go right into that recess that I showed you. Boom. And it's seamless. From side to side, you could just stack them. You could have 2 stacks of 3 lit up. This has a blue setting, a white light, and a blue light setting. This is not below in our queue, but this is the LED hood panel, or LED panel by Reptizoo. This is a super cool product. We don't have many of these left. You should probably snag it now. Because if I'm showing it, I know there's going to be at least 1 or 2 going out the door, but whoever bought that acrylic better get this thing to go with it because they make an awesome pair.
Alright,
What's up?
no.
Alicia's got some, we got some shout outs? What's going on?
So just because we love our viewers, we extended the discount for all orders.
Oh, the live
10%
supply
off.
discount?
Yep.
Okay, guys, if you're just tuning in, I want to tell you about our giveaways. Alicia just told me that even though the code says live supply, and that's 10% off, that it's not going to be just 10% off for supplies. That will be 10% off of any order that you place during the live, right? It's got to be during the live where you enter that code, live supply, that's 10% off. There's stuff that we're already running specials on that you could add an additional 10% off. So we're also giving away free turtles, 2 readier sliders with the purchase of a setup. I went over some of the contents of this setup. This thing is macking. This is our deluxe 20-gallon setup. This thing is the bomb. 2 readier sliders with the purchase of an aquatic turtle setup, or also going on right now. So that one is free turtles, the code, free turtles. Alicia will be posting those codes to the chat so you guys don't forget, because I forget to tell you guys, I'm sorry. Free turtles with an S, because there's 2 red ears coming with it. And with this one, free corn snake. The code free corn snake. If you enter this in when you purchase a setup, you have a juvie corn coming your way for free. You got the setup. Oh, and the animal just came right behind it. After you had your setup all ready, you just put your free animal right in there. And that's pretty cool. Has anybody taken advantage of these free animals with these setups yet? Do we got any orders?
Yet, no?
Yo, guys, I'm trying to do you something. You can get some free animals with these setups right now. Go to our site, check out the setups. Let them do the talking. Click on that link below in the queue and look at some of the contents in these setups. I have them mostly set up here, but that's not even all the stuff. They have all the food items that you need. They have temp guns. They've got tongs for the turtles. There's banquet blocks. There's things to treat the water with. There's water conditioners. There's a lot. I put a lot of thought into, hey, what's the plug and go way to get these people into a hot setup where they can just buy what they need and not have to worry about running around collecting all these pieces. I did the research. These things have got what you need. Does anybody have any more shout outs? Who's joining us from where? Tell me. I want to give you a shout out.
Alex in Fort Myers just purchased some dry goods.
All right, Alex.
Rachel also purchased some more Reptifauna.
Oh,
And
more
digital
Rachel.
thermohydrometer.
Wow, you guys are blowing out the Reptifauna.
Eating it up.
They're eating it up. That's because it's ridiculously priced right now, and you should be eating it up. Eat it up so your little bioactive critters can eat it up, right? I have him on paper towels rack. Dragon snake, what kind of animal are you talking about right now? I want to know. I need to catch up with the chat. So guys, again, I'm going to shout out one more time, and then we'll get to some more dry goods. Free turtles. 2 readier sliders with the purchase of a aquatic turtle setup. live supply, 10% off everything on our site, and free corn snake, juvie corn snake, with the purchase of a Corn King milk rat setup. Check them out on our site. Check the link in the queue. These things are awesome.
Yo, breeder in the house.
Breeder in the house.
Incoming.
Breeder in the house.
Breeder in the house.
Oh, is that Cam?
Can you also give props to Summer here? Like,
Yo. Guys, there's a lot happening off camera. But Summer is here helping me.
Right
She's
now.
loading me up.
Yeah.
Guys, Summer's a little nervous. Guys, shout sauce in the chat if you want Summer to show your hand. She'll just put her hand out. She'll say like that. All right? She's nervous.
Free shipping code.
I get it. Sauce. Sauce, free shipping code.
Comment.
Hey. Put sauce in the chat and free shipping. Well, Austin said it. That's my boss. I don't know.
No, they
Anybody?
gotta spell it
Oh, we got
right.
sauce.
They
Wait,
gotta
how?
spell
Yeah,
it
yeah.
right.
Sorry, sorry, Christy. You got a sauce right. That ain't the right sauce. What kind of sauce is it?
It's an S instead of a C.
It's an S. It's sauce with an S.
Well, they're supposed to just
Get it right. Sauce. We got 3 wrong sauces. We need an S. We need a sauce with an S. Everybody's saucing. Hey, okay. All right. Your sauces will be acceptable if they're remotely right. We have a special guest here that's going to show us another animal. She's going to tell you a little about it. Can you find?
Yes.
We have one of our in-house breeders. She's just got one of her first clutches. She's going to show off one of her animals.
Alright.
This is Cammy. Everybody say hello to Cammy. Shout out to KJ. This is what I'd like to call a KJ corn,
Yes.
right? This is a KJ corn.
Yes.
And this one, you named this one?
Yes. This is Saturn. She's my first.
Do you want to try to use the?
Back.
You want to use
Yeah.
the big one? Look, check this out. So you can still talk. They can hear you.
Right there.
This is Cammy's corns. This is a
So
KJ
this is
corn.
Saturn. She was a part of my first clutch that I've ever.
Perfectly imperfect
Gotten.
says hi to KJ. Everybody's giving KJ some love. So KJ, tell us a little bit about, you hatched these out, right?
Yes.
In her own house.
Yes.
How long have you been taking care of animals?
Ever since I was little. Yeah,
Wow, we got a lot of
technically.
sauce happening
Yeah.
in the chat. Ever since she was little, she just grew up like this.
Yes.
Okay, guys, quick shout out to some old underground, 20 minutes underground videos. You will see Miss Cammy Joy in
Yes.
those videos hatching out some tegu eggs.
Yeah.
So today we have the last KJ corn. If you guys buy a baby captive bred corn, it will be this one. And I think there's only one left in stock. This is it. Everybody says hi, KJ.
Hi.
We got Kate Martino giving a little funny emoji. I dig it. Little hi. Then we got Romulo. I'm sorry I butchered your name.
Why'd
Mine
you
is-
name him Saturn?
Do what?
Why'd you name him Saturn?
So, yeah, normally for animals, I like to pick a theme when I name them, so I can name multiples. And I thought, why not do space? So, this is Saturn.
So do you have more that are named like Jupiter and
Not yet.
No.
I probably should though.
Nice.
They all got bought so fast.
They
Yeah.
did.
I think there's actually more of this clutch, but we're still giving them their first meal. We like to make sure that these animals. Here, let's switch to our big view. You can
We're saying
you can show them
sauce
off.
for no reason at all.
No, it's not no reason. If you're
No
saucing,
reason.
if you're one of the saucers, you might get free shipping. We want to do a free shipping giveaway to those people that are spamming sauce right now. Sauce spammers. Spam some sauce. So KJ, thank you so much for sharing your lovely animal. I think
you
she's
for
getting
having me
into gargoyle geckos too, right?
I'm starting a breeding project with gargoyles.
Yo, why don't you go grab one of your gargs? Dude, it is so cool to see young people that just want to care for some animals, but now they've grown up around people that are breeding, that are taking the hobby seriously, and like she's just having fun. These are like KJ is a third generation breeder, technically, right?
This guy's asking how he can get the exact one.
Can we order that exact one?
You want Saturn? Can you make that happen, Alicia? There's only one in stock left.
Cammy want to sell her Saturn?
Yeah, Saturn is up for sale. That's
Yeah.
Cammy. Cammy wants Saturn to be housed today in a new home. Hey, if you buy this
Let me see.
Snake
I
setup.
stock.
Saturn could be free. Do we have any setup? We have any setup takers yet? Man, you guys. All right. Oh,
I guess
Cammy
we
Joy.
want free animals.
yeah. You don't want free animals? That's cool. I'm trying to give you like the most mackin' setup on the market. But
We
it's
have
all good.
Michael with an elite membership.
Michael, do you know more about the elite membership? I'm fuzzy on my elite membership details. But I know that it's free shipping
On all auctions only.
on all auctions only. And,
All I know.
okay. I know there's Ugimon cards. I know you have access to exclusive, like the first picks of the shipments that come in.
Yes, exclusive.
There's a lot of exclusive stuff that's coming with
Little slow.
UG Elite. You know, we should start throwing in some dry goods incentives into the UG Elite membership. So Cammy has just started playing with Gargs. She's been growing up Gargs with her brother, Josiah, for some time. She's been taking care of Gargs. I was just seeing this girl, her hands, they're bleeding in there. She's pulling out drawers. She has been working hard. But now she's finally got some of her own Gargs. Why don't you
Yes.
tell us about what you got there?
So this is Sage. She's one of the female breeders I picked out for my little group. She's beautiful. Right now she looks like she's gonna go into shed a little bit.
Let's
she's
see
looking a
let's
bit
see her up
paler.
close. Wow. Is that a female?
Yes, this is one of my females.
She looks like, what type do you think she is, Cammy?
Ooh.
What type of Garg is that?
That's
What kind of
tough.
pattern?
Reticulated.
That's a reticulated pattern. I think I like the reticulateds because they have that really light background on them. Some of the other ones, they have a darker like back color. I guess I don't know what the right word for it is, but this is Sage.
Yes.
So can you guess what the theme was on Cammy's Gargs? Sage, was it magicians? Was it like sorcerers?
Nope.
No, it wasn't it was herbs.
Yep.
Flying saucers? Question mark. Dragon Snake says. So Cammy has, how many do you have of these so far?
Currently I have
Let me
3
hold
in
this
my
beauty. Wow. Get a closer look at beautiful Sage. Soon enough, we're looking to find some eggs, aren't we?
Yes.
Have you had any
Hopefully
yet?
very soon. Not yet.
Not yet.
Waiting on it.
But they're
now.
coming.
Yeah.
Man, that's a healthy looking animal. And nice. She's not too
Very.
jumpy.
She's chill.
She's chill. You have Sage. What are some of the other names that you have in your little group?
So I have Sage, Echinacea, and Fennel.
Echinacea. Do you,
Do you
What's
know
your-
what that's used for?
Echinacea is.
Yeah.
What is Echinacea for,
Yeah.
people? Hey, smart people out there, what is
What kind
Echinacea
of
for?
seasoning is that?
Echinacea is for breeding and for petting and for feeding, but it's also, I think it's healthy,
It's a flower used for tea. Yeah.
and it's like good for keeps the colds going away.
Yeah.
My daughter's name is Cammy. She is amazing with all of our reptiles. Sharing this passion with the family is amazing. I have been so blessed to watch Cammy grow up in this environment, helping out, and now she's doing awesome things all on her own. Oh, this is awesome. Is Saturn the baby corn snake ad? Is it an
I'm
ad?
working on her.
Alicia?
Ad right now.
Alicia's working on that ad. Soon enough, it's gonna drop. I'm gonna tell you when it drops, and you just gotta be the first
Don't
on that.
forget, we still have Ned and
Oh,
Rillo.
thank you so
on the
much,
website.
Cammy. You can stick around. We can show off more of your animals here in a second. I'm going to show some dry goods because we're supposed to be showing some of the awesome dry goods that I have. Guys, don't forget, we got old Rillo and old Ned. These were two that we showed off earlier. Remember, any order that's placed during our live is going to get a free adult Crested. That was Hammy. We showed him earlier. He's already off the table. But Rillo and Ned are still on the table. These are adult Crested geckos, and they are beautiful. They are mackin'. Rillo is really pretty. That is almost a green color. That like blending in the pattern. It's a really pretty Crested. And this one's got a nice pink, these solid stripes on it. This old Ned. Ned wants a new home. If you guys, do we have a way to make sure?
They're posted. If they comment their order number and let me know which one they wanted, then I can mark it.
All right. So, if you're buying a what category of gecko is it?
Crested gecko.
It's in the listings underneath.
It should just say Ned and Rillo Crested gecko.
Ned and Rillo Crested gecko. Search it on our site. If you tell me again the instructions, Alicia.
You place your order and comment your order number, and let us know which one you'd like. We'll mark it for you.
Place your order, and you're in the screens. Type in your order number with the name of the gecko that you want. Look, guys, you shouldn't be nervous. Like, I picked these out when I walked into the room, but all of them are awesome. So if you're worried about getting one, I mean, I know you want old Rillo in your stash, but if you put that info, if you put your order number and you request it in the chat, Ned will be yours. Rillo will be yours. So nobody's taken them yet. Just so you guys know, nobody has claimed Ned or Rillo. Female Cresties. Ned, the pinkish one, is a girl, inappropriately named. And Rillo is a boy. All right? Rillo is gorgeous. Any sand boas? Do we have sand boas in stock?
Do we?
We're going to check on those sand boas for you, Dimitri. Oberneder. Or Orboneder. I'm going to try. You could give me some deets on how to say your name right. Female Cresties, how much for the lizards? Tyree Howard. Those lizards right there are 10% off right now if you use the live supply code. They're yours. And actually, one is being given away for anybody that orders anything on our site during the live. Sauce. Sauce is still getting commented. Hey, you might want to hit up Austin and ask him about that free shipping code. Rillo. Any Samboas? Okay, guys. I want to move on and get to some of our... See that? Like my Tai Chi? Some of our stuff. We got stuff. Summer, why don't you just grab something and I'll talk about it. Oh, cool. Guys, check this out. Rectifogger. I've seen different people use these very successfully. Exoterra makes a small fogger as well, which is really cool. Both of those are on our site, but this one is below. The Rectifogger has a port attachment that can make it a multi-port, and it is adding humidity to your setups. If you use this and combine it with something like a timer, you have essentially prescribed a certain amount of humidity to your animal. And it's automatic. I think some of the stuff they're doing with setups now as far as automation is nuts. So if you think, oh man, I'm getting a hard to take care of animal and I'm worried about buying it. Guys, if you buy a terrarium timer, this thing is like nothing. And you have a thermal hygrometer to help you keep track of what's going on in that tank as far as the humidity and temps. And you add this to the equation, you can give your gecko or your animal just what it needs. I've seen these used with chondros, and it's just going to pump fog into your setup when it clicks on. It has a couple settings. It can be on the low setting or the high setting, so you can control the flow of the fog that's going into your setup, and that fog is adding humidity to anything that's in that setup. So if you got an animal that needs special humidity requirements to shed or just to live well, dude, a product like this is taking you to the next level in your animal care and husbandry. Rectifier, super cool. I like this item a lot. Can you hand me that day and night timer? I was just talking about timers. This one's a day and night timer. Lost in the sauce, dragon steak. I need a fogger, Mercer P. Get you a fogger, man. Those things are super cool. Check out the Exoterra version of it too on our site. And it's like a little puck that you put in the bottom of a deep water bowl. And that thing, it just runs.
Can you recommend it? Sorry, can you recommend it for chameleon?
Oh yeah, that's a great. I would recommend that. I think an even better recommendation for a chameleon who might be in a more airy setup, especially if it's like a screen setup, your chameleon might be better suited with a sprayer. Because I think a sprayer is a little bit more high volume and it gets like physical water like onto the surface, where the fogger is something that it'll keep it humid, but it's not going to get it wet. And I think your chameleon will like it a little more wet from
We
time
got
to
our
time.
first 10-gallon corn snake purchase.
Who did that?
Woo! Ashley.
Corn snake? Ashley. Just so you know, Ashley.
Oh no, the setup.
The setup.
The setup.
But with the code, right?
I don't know.
Ashley, I hope you applied the code because you're getting a free snake with your setup if you did.
She added live supply.
You added live supply. Ashley. Ashley. Did you just get here, Ashley? I'm so sorry. But right now,
Snake is the code.
free corn snake, and you'll have a juvie corn snake with that setup for free. Now, maybe everybody doesn't want a corn snake, so you can do a lot with this setup. It's for corn snakes, for king snakes, milk snakes, rat snakes, all very suitable options for this setup. I'm struggling right now. Summer, can you help me with
Yeah,
that?
somebody's asking about the price, $130 for 2 of them.
I don't really know
So, Malachi T, I'm not sure exactly what you're asking about with the 130. Give me a little more info and I'll try to help you out. When are we getting some more Chuck Wallas? Yo, Chuck Wallas, that's a hot item. But we're not sure when the next shipment of those in. Man, I haven't seen those in a couple years. It's been a little while. Oh, cool. Yo, guys, right now, code free corn snake. When you purchase a setup, you get a free snake. All right?
Oh,
This-
She said she already had a corn snake. She just wanted the setup.
Okay,
nice.
good. I
Okay,
felt
good.
bad. I thought you were left out. I'm so happy that you just got. It was a good thing. I didn't want to
Soon on the
give you that like hindsight 2020 like regret. I didn't mean to, but with your free corn snake code today, if you enter this in on your cart or your checkout page, this snake and others from the same clutch, I'm pretty sure these are juvie corn snakes, are free with the purchase of that setup. We're also doing a free turtles code. If you enter in free turtles when you buy a turtle setup, you'll get 2 red ear slider babies. Red ear sliders. I got some of those here. I'd love to show you guys. But this is just a juvie corn. If there's anybody, I asked for a shout out earlier of anybody that knows corn snake localities. Are there any nerds out there that say they have a favorite locality of corn snake? Now, they're few and far between, but these come with a lot of variability, these corn snakes. But this is a pretty average looking corn snake, a very nice high colored corn snake.
Sean bought Saturn.
Sean bought Saturn! Oh, no way! Oh, man.
She's over here.
Saturn is yours, Sean.
Let me write his name
We're
on it.
setting Saturn aside right now. You have the last available KJ corn now coming to your door.
Aw.
That's Saturn.
Somebody's asking about blue garters.
Blue garters.
Our breeders are sleeping.
Hey, we got some that are cooking in this coming breeding season, but none in stock right now. Sorry about the blue garters. Chuck Wallace do rule, Kate Martino. Anybody want to just do a little Google right now? Look up Chuck Walla. Have your mind blown. let me get another dry good. I want to show some more stuff off for you guys.
Bioactive stuff if you
I
want.
do. I got a lot of bioactive stuff here. Can I get some shout outs for bioactive? If you want to see some bioactive doodads, some new bioactive products that are on the market, I got a box of them. It's right here below the camera. Anybody want to see a bioactive? I don't see any shout outs for bioactive. So, let me show you some other stuff. I got a lot of bioactive stuff, but bioactive stuff, if you guys know anything about it, it's mostly substrates, it's mostly leaves. They're not really considered exciting tools to your average keeper. But some people who love to set up a bioactive setup and like really build that ecosystem from the ground up, this is really cool stuff. So maybe I could get a cave or anything. Just hand them. Just keep coming. So guys, check this out. This gecko cave is something that looks pretty normal, but I want to tell you something cool about some hides, something that you may not know. Some hides come with a false bottom on them. This gecko hide, gecko cave, comes with a hard bottom on it. You can't really see it, but it's like a ceramic lid. The hide top is like a ceramic lid on this hide. It's small, it's made for anything that needs to get in there and to get moisture. If you combine something like this with some sphagnum moss, you have a moist hide in a setup where if you got some other substrates you don't want to get wet, you want to keep your wet area away from your dry area, this Gecko Cave by Exoterra is an awesome tool for that. Same thing with that human hide that I showed earlier. You got the magnetic one. This is a Reptizoo product we sell on our site. It's in the queue below. Live supply will get you 10% off right now, guys. If you don't know, you're just joining us. Check out our giveaways. This is a cool product. You guys heard that clack? These magnets on this thing are no joke. These are magnets, and this is a human hide. If you put this in, and this is included in our deluxe snake setup that the free snakes are being given away right now with. This is included in there. It's a human hide. This one's doesn't have the frontward entering feature. It's a top. It's more for like a snake, I think. But if you put sphagnum in here, you got like an awesome human hide. These are really cool.
Tips on how to take care of a snake that's about to shed.
Oh, tips on how to take care of a snake that's about to shed. Okay, well, we have some products that are for like super ornery sheds called Shed Aid. If you look on our site, we have Shed Aid. As far as a tip goes, I would consider like really upping the ante on your humidity when you see those white clouds come over the eyes, when you see the snake about to go in the shed or whatever animal it is. Up the humidity. Really spray down that animal for a few days. That up in the humidity will really help it get its shed off. And products like these go a long way. This thing is a humid hide. You fill this with wet sphagnum and you just keep it there for your animal and it will do really well to get those sheds off. This is a cool product. This is the magnetic cave hide. And we sell these, this is the medium size, but we sell them in small and large too. They come in several sizes. The large is huge, so if you got a bigger snake, something like this would do you really well. I would love to have a frilled dragon.
Someone's asking,
Kathleen.
what lighting would you recommend for a bioactive crested enclosure?
Oh man, lighting for bioactive enclosures is like all over the place. And by that I mean there are some super expensive options for bioactive lighting. There's like, we have one that's called a 3-in-1 paludarium light. And it's called 3-in-1 because it has 3 bulbs in one. And by that it means that you're offering that animal several different wavelengths in the spectrum of light to provide essentially the most well-rounded light spectrum that you can, for whether it be you have plants in there, or you have bioactive setup, or you have an animal that just needs really good quality sun exposure. Something like the 3-in-1 paludarium light is a good option. We have a lot of those on our site. If you go to our categories, you go to bulbs, and then go to combo bulbs, that would be the best place to find what you're looking for. Is there any more like supplies questions? I hope I can answer them for you. Look, there's always somebody that knows more out there, but I've been doing this for 7 years, and I've spent a lot of that time on the computer doing the buying of the stuff that you're seeing here, and I know a lot about these products. So I'll do anything I can to give you the information that'll help you take your animal care to the next level. Real quick, shout out to our giveaways. Free turtles at the checkout screen will give you 2 free red ear sliders with the purchase of a setup. Purchase a setup. Our complete setup series is great. I want to hear anybody that shouts out that says they have a complete setup series and they're pleased with it. That'll make me happy. I've worked really hard on these, and I think they're awesome. So, free turtles will get you 2 red ear sliders if you enter that code in the checkout screen with the purchase of an aquatic setup. Same thing going on for our free corn snake code, except with the Corn King milk rat snake setup. And man, that's a mouthful. Those come in 10 and 20 gallon varieties. You buy any of those and enter that code, you're going to get free animals with the purchase of these setups.
What would be the best hide-in substrates for a blue-tailed skink?
Blue-tailed? Blue-tailed?
Yeah.
Talking about the little African ones, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Actually, I see them around here in Florida. Blue-tailed skink. You know, I don't think those are incredibly humid tolerant animal. I think they would like a cypress mulch. I think they would do great with that. You could even mix in some peat to give it a little more humidity. But I think cypress mulch would do really well for a skink like that.
And what would you say is the best feeder bowl for a chameleon?
The best what?
Feeder bowl?
Feeder bowl for a chameleon. Wow.
Probably
That's a good question. I really like screen cages for chameleons because the animal can literally, the cricket can crawl up the walls. But if you're talking about for like grubs or other items that you're giving your chameleon, we have a new product by Komodo that it's a magnetic feeder ledge. Something like that. And there's actually a better one by EXO that's on our site. It is
Somebody bought Ned and Rillo!
What? Bought both of them, Ned and Rillo. Yo, let me show off Ned and Rillo real quick. But my question, there is an arboreal feeder cup. Look it up on our site. Look up arboreal feeding on our website, and you can find a mounted cup. It's mostly for worms that'll stay up high in your enclosure. These are super niche items that I think are super cool. I want to have whole segments of this show in the future dedicated to Bioactive, dedicated to arboreal setups, dedicated to hides, water bowls, all the stuff that you guys want to see. We have enough stuff like that where I think we could really make some cool content for you guys.
I have
Any
another
questions?
question. What would be the best feeders for an African green bush snake? Anoles?
African green bush snake, I know they do take anoles. I think that would be the best feeder item, anoles. It's hard to find an anole feeder provider, but maybe we'll get back to you on that soon. Somebody, I just wanted to show off Ned and Rillo one more time because somebody
Christy
owns these.
bought them.
Who?
Miss Christy Johnson.
Miss Christy just bought herself. This is old Ned. Christy, I know I only offered 3 letters of creativity to this name. You can change his name. I won't be offended. But this is a beautiful Crested gecko, and I'm so happy that it's going home with you. I hope that you enjoy it. It's a beautiful animal. Oh man, guys, if you guys don't know like anything about Cresteds or other New Caledonia geckos, they're just a pleasure to work with. They're easy to handle. Their care is relatively simple, but just complicated enough to where you can really have some fun with it. And this is old Rillo. Oh, Rillo is jumping. Rillo is moving, but I got him. That's
And
your
Richard
boy.
just became elite
Richard, the purchase of your elite membership gave you access to our adult Crested Gecko giveaway. The third of this trio could be yours because of your
You get
purchase.
5% off all orders. And free shipping on all auctions. Access to all auctions. And our Yujimon card.
Yujimon? Oh, tank taggers. Are those the thing?
No, Yujimon
Oh,
cards.
let me show off some Yujimon. Yo, if you're a elite member and you want to get yourself into some Yujimon cards. My friend made these. He's got a sense of humor. Like this one. Oh, his move is to look cool or to do nothing. I like these things. These are cool. These remind me of my childhood. If anybody brought their binder of Pokemon cards to school, then let me know in the chat because I think that's hilarious. I used to do that. Yeah, that was me. I was that guy. Or my Game Boy. I was just like this walking around playing Pokemon. It was pretty bad.
I have a question. What size tank should a baby iguana be in and how fast do they grow to need an upgrade?
They grow fast.
Very fast.
They grow relatively fast. They grow relatively large.
They'll be full grown in a couple of years.
A yearling iguana, we call them yearlings, is like, I would say between 1 and 3 years. I would consider it a yearling. But a yearling iguana is getting up past 18 inches pretty quick. As far as a setup for that animal, you're looking at possibly investing in an outdoor setup or maybe a large screen cage only when they're young because the weight of that animal in that screen cage would eventually be too much. But there's a lot of options out there. If you're ready to get serious, dude, there are glass cages, terrariums as tall as me, which is not that tall, that a iguana would look really good in.
Brooke placed an order for a wet rock cave. Woo!
Yo, Brooke, I love this product. I'm so glad you got one of these. This will make your life easier. Brooke, you put that moist sphagnum in there, you put that moist substrate in there, the animal will know when it's time to get shedding, and they will jump in that hide, and they will make sure to get that shed off. All you got to do is keep an eye, knowing that shed's coming, and make sure that hide is wet and ready, and your sheds will be looking great. That is cool. I really like that product. Is there anything else? Hand me something. Hand me something new, something fresh. Ooh! Yo, guys, speaking. So in one of the first lives, I want you guys to get a view of this. In one of the first lives, somebody asked me a question, and I couldn't answer it. Somewhere in my brain, I knew we had the product just right for this guy, but I couldn't think of it. I was too nervous. I'm not used to being in front of the camera, this and that. But it exists. So, something for a chondro that they can perch on. These are cool perches. I think they're extendable, and they are, so it's like a shower rack curtain, a spring-loaded shower rack curtain. This is like a suction cup perch for something that would do really well with like a chondro or another arboreal like an Amazon. This is a cool item. I think these are going to be something that come real in handy because finding the right perch that mounts horizontally like this, it's not easy to do. Either you have to get the absolute perfect piece of like wood, or you're really finagling in that setup to get the right thing set up. This is great. These are the Fluker's bamboo bars. They have suction cups. They're spring action. They will stick in that spot and to give your arboreal snake and or critter a good place to perch on. I wish I would have remembered this. But, something I wanted to do, but I was like, man, that's too much work. Maybe in the future, I'll show you an easy way to make the perfect arboreal hide for nothing in your own setup. But for now, this is a great product. Show me something else, Summer. I know we got some more goodies over here. Ooh, give me some more plants. Show me a couple plants. Guys, this is a weird question. but I'm going to ask it after I tell you about the giveaways. Again, guys, don't forget we have 3 codes right now active, only now, during this live, for you. 1 is free turtles. 2, free turtles with the purchase of a setup. 2 Red Ear Slider turtles with the purchase of a setup. Either deluxe or economy, either 10, either 20. With the purchase of a setup, if you enter in free turtles code, you'll have 2 free turtles coming right behind your setup. Another one, live supply, 10% off of everything. Any purchase you make, enter in the code live supply. Alicia is dropping those codes in the chat right now, and you will have 10% off. In addition to any other deals that are going on our site, which they are there, live supply will give you an additional 10% off. And the other is for our setups, free corn snake. Free corn snake code will get you a free corn snake with the purchase of a setup. They are well started juvies, still small. This is the 20-gallon option. I think that'd be great for the juvie because it's going to quickly grow into that larger animal. These setups got it all. Now for my question. Does anybody out there that takes care of animals have a favorite plant? A favorite plant. I know. Such a nerdy question. What do you mean a favorite plant? I mean, like, out of all the dry goods, if you've gotten one vine or something that's worked really well for you, you think it adds great aesthetics to a setup, you think it adds great humidity retention to a setup, tell me that plant. I think it's cool. For me, I have 2 favorites here that I brought for you guys today.
There's one in the
And there's a vine too. Oh yeah, she's got them all there. I'll tell you about a couple. This is the Desert Flora series of plant. This one is super specific to desert. It's aloe, but we have red leaf stone crop. We have some other ones that really, if you weren't too like nerdy, you would say, I can't put that species in my setup because it's a tropical setup and that's a desert plant. Then there are other varieties that look really good. They're a low rising plant that if you put like in the back corner of a setup, you'd be surprised. Something like this. Look at the other varieties. Red leaf stonecrop is my favorite variety. And this mount, it's a low profile mount. You can put it under your substrate and it looks really good in a setup. And the animal doesn't knock it over very easily.
Becky said Dracaena, and we actually have 2 different colored Dracaena plants, the plastic ones.
Dracaena.
Yeah.
Off camera right here, you have the sauce. And she knows about plants, and I know nothing about plants. I have no idea what a Dracaena is, but I do recognize that name. And Summer evidently recognizes it too. We have
2 different colored ones.
2 different colored Dracaena plants in stock. I'm sure if you search, I'm saying
These
it
are
wrong.
not live plants. These are plastic.
These aren't live, sorry. We don't have live plants to ship yet. But we have 2 of those in stock. Now I want to show you guys, this is my absolute favorite plant. Komodo makes a weighted base plant like this, and it has realistic features on it. It has these it has the water droplets. The water droplets, they look real. Don't forget, Rillo is goner. The water droplets on these look real. They are very sturdy. They have wire inside of them. So the low rising part of the plant will stay in the lower half of your terrarium, give a really good look. And this high rising part right here can reach over all the way to the other side, provide a little shade over the hide. If I could show you guys this and most of my setups, because I really love this series, is another option pretty similar to this. There is jungle canopy, there is rainforest canopy, and forest canopy of this plant. You put it down, it's nice, it's heavy, and I love that you could take this plant and you could put it anywhere you want. Let's say you had a rock hide here. You give your animal lots of hiding spots and provide them with a really aesthetically pleasing, it'll retain the humidity in your setup, and it's really good looking. Like, it's back in here. Oh, and here it is again in my turtle setup. I can even put it in the turtle setup because the way it reaches out into different areas of the setup. I think that provides you you're the craftsman, the ability to do whatever you want inside your setup. So this is Komodo realistic plant decor. If you looked up rainforest canopy, or if you just look up the word canopy on our site, this would come up. And they're also in the links below, included in all of the queue for this live stream.
I have some questions.
We got some questions.
Becky wants to know what's the best setup and plants for tokay.
So, best setup and plants. So, okay. If I think tokay, I think cork bark right away. I'm thinking cork bark, stacks of cork bark make crevices. Lean something up against the wall, a nice flat piece of cork bark. Make another stack down on the ground, some pieces of cork bark. But as far as a vine, would you help me fish out? So that vine, the bamboo version, could you fish that out for me? So we have a vine in my turtle setup that I'm exhuming. I'm digging this out for you so that you can see it. And you guys have probably seen this vine a million times. This is the basic vine. This is the ZoomEd Naturalistic Flora. On our site, we have like tons of varieties. But this thing, it comes in the package and it looks like this, and you think to yourself, oh, how much could you do with that? You bend it around this way, you bend it around that way, it doesn't do much. No. If you stick this to the back wall of your terrarium, you have all these different places that you can put your plant. And it looks really good. So for a tokay, for something that I might put around that cork bark, I would say the naturalistic vine. We sell these. I would go large. If you get the small one, you're gonna be like, dang, I don't got enough vine. The small and the medium are more like a bush, but this large is like a vine. And as far as would you put that back for me? As far as the type of setup, they make some really nice glass frontward opening setups that you could lean stuff up in, that you could put branches up into the top in. I would like to see an arboreal setup for a tokay. But any setup where I can get a piece of cork bark standing up about this high and leaned over, that's a great setup for a tokay. I would put it on a nice humid moss, maybe some cypress mixed in with the moss, something that would hold that humidity, and that's going to be a happy tokay. Do we have any more questions in the chat? Any dry goods questions?
What
Throw
soil
them
is best
my
for
way.
bioactive?
Soil best for bioactive? That's a good question. I have a lot of options. Look, I have been crazy about Reptisoil recently. Look on our site. Reptisoil is an awesome product. It has a couple things in it. I think I have some under this table here. Yes, sir, do. Look at that. Magic Man. That's because I use it. That's in my setups right here all around this studio are animals that we're breeding, and I use this product. It's really good. I'd like to try to give you a sense of what it looks like. Do you have a small deli or anything that I could put this on? But maybe switch back until I get that. Reptisoil is great for bioactive setups. I would really get some leaves, some leaf litter in there too. I would consider that substrate. This has humus, peat moss, and sand and carbon in it. So the carbon acts as a good buffer for ammonia and different things. And this is a great substrate even for growing plants. If you want to go bioactive and you want to do the next step up, which is throwing some plants in there, Reptisoil is a good option. And I've taken a soil like this, which is, noticeably, it's a noticeably tropical looking soil. And I've added sand to it. I've used creature sand in our leopard gecko setup. I've added sand to it to make it more of a desert animal setup. So this is kind of the texture, and like I said, it's got the peat moss, it's got carbon, and it has some structure to it, different size particles, so that maybe burrowing, and it has good qualities.
It's good with cocoa fiber.
What's up?
It's good with cocoa fiber.
This is good on its own, really. You could add cocoa fiber to it, but this is a well-rounded. This is a very well-rounded substrate, especially for a bioactive setup. I use it in many applications, but I like this one a lot. I can show you some different ones that I have here, though. I have this product here. This is legit called Bioactive Soil. Wow, what do you know? You can just get some bioactive soil, and it's got everything you need. It's suited to just plug in your isopods, give them some moisture, give them some springtails, and you've essentially seeded your terrarium to start becoming bioactive. I forget all of the ingredients in this product here. I'm not as familiar with it. Bioactive soil. I can definitely see that it has leaf litter, it has carbon for sure. It definitely has some cocoa. I even see orchid bark and moss in here. So this has a lot of stuff in it.
Yeah, you want to do the layers.
It's got layers. You can't really see it very well. Here, let me show you. It has literal layers.
There's the dirt.
It starts off dark. You get your peat. You got what is it? The orchid bark, and then you've got your sphagnum. This is a great, super diverse soil here. Some more options.
And this goes between the substrate layers.
Oh, great. So, and give me that bio drink. So, when you're working with a bioactive setup, you're going to be wanting to add water to that. You're going to be wanting to create drainage layers. That's why that package, which showed it really well, it's showing drainage layers. It's got layers here. This is by Galapagos Bioactive Soil. Get it on our site. Use your code LiveSupply10. Take the 10% off. Go ahead and grab you some. It's a great product. But for bioactive setup, you're going to want to create those layers. That product does well. But at the bottom, under your like physical substrate that your stuff's going to be digging around in, some people don't go to this link, but some people do. They will take something like this, a terrarium mesh, to separate that soil. And this unfolds. It's a mesh. It's got a nice depiction back here of how you would set up your soil, then your mesh layer. And then under it, you put something like this, BioDrain. This will be underneath your mesh layer and something that the water will fall down into and be able to evaporate more readily out of because of the pore size, and you will create a better moving, I guess you could call it like a, what do they call it, like a water. In biology class they had a water, it was like the water table or the water cycle. Yes. Essentially, you'll give your ecosystem its own water cycle. The water can move back in and out of this layer that is below your substrate layer. That's called BioDrain. We've got a lot of stuff like this. And this is like a whole school of knowledge. And I'm like a Padawan in it. But I know, because I've studied these products a lot, I learn a lot about how to keep these animals. And this is a good one by Exoterra. It's called BioDrain. So,
someone's asking, first time owner of a ball python, what age do you recommend purchasing?
what age? What age ball python?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Ball pythons are super forgiving.
I would say as long as they've been established, like eating a few meals. And
I would, if you get a reputable breeder of any caliber, then they'll give you an animal that's already eaten a couple meals. And I would say baby ball python is the way to go. I say that because although you're getting a smaller animal and you might be worried about it being more susceptible to different things, like ball pythons are rock solid. And you'll get to see that animal grow from the baby to a big animal. Guys, I feel like I've been depriving you. I've been talking about all these things and not showing you any animals. I want to show you some of my red ear sliders. Everybody knows red ear slider. Just a simple little turtle. They're all over Florida, but they're pretty. When they stick their head out, they got that beautiful red on the side. These are 2 red ear sliders. They're babies. Super small. These guys are not hatched for that long. But these 2 red ear sliders are just an example of what you get when you buy with the code free turtles. If you buy a setup, you'll get 2 red ear sliders. You'll have 2 new inhabitants of that setup. And I can't show you right now his red ears. But these are the cute little guys you'll get with that setup. If you use your code free turtles, get you some red ear sliders.
Do they want more adult cresteds?
What?
We can get some more adult cresteds if they want.
Oh, would you guys like to see? You know what? I want to show you guys some gargoyles. You guys want to see some gargoyles? I have an awesome set of gargoyles that I pulled for you guys. And in the link below, apply your live supply 10% off code. In the link below, if you're on the website joining us, you'll see the link to buy. And I have these ones numbered for you guys. We have a lot of gargs available, but these ones that are numbered, I picked them out. I was like, yo, those are pretty cool. So I want to show you guys some of these. Shout out the number if you're interested. If you want to pick up an animal today, yo, these things are sweet. Everybody that knows about gargoyle geckos, this New Caledonia species, knows that they are an awesome animal. Really fun, very beautiful animal. Look at this. Look at the pinks and the reds on this garg. Yo, you guys might be like, are you kidding me? You sell red geckos? Dude, this is only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to gargs. These things get crazy cool. This one is blazing. This one's number 7. It's a beautiful gargoyle gecko. It's got some gray eyes. Very easy to care for. Very rewarding pet. And if you got a female and a male together, they just might breed for you. You give them the right things, you get the right dry goods involved, you got a setup that'll work for them, they will easily breed. Here's another one. This is number 3. I really thought this one was pretty with the very light animal. Beautiful stripes still showing up. Man, you can't really see it, but this we got some orange and we got dark red in here. I like that. I like that animal. This one is number 3. Shout out number 3 if you're digging what we got here. We also got some Cresteds here. I can show you guys some more Cresteds. Those things are bomb.
This one's really yellow.
I felt bad that you guys sold the other ones.
Oh, yo. You guys know. You guys know Austin. He's been throwing down on these lives, and he's trying to bring you guys some more awesome animals. He got us some Cresteds here. Before I move on to those, I want to show you a couple more gargs for anybody that's interested. This is number 6. Really pretty garg. Get your live supply code applied in your cart and get 10% off this garg now. This thing is freaking awesome. There's one in here that was especially cool, I thought. He's like a ghost. Oh, look at this boy. Number 4.
Austin Bonanza.
Oh,
Stay hydrated.
Austin. Austin's hearing my raspy voice. I've been talking a lot. Maybe he's saying, settle down. Maybe answer some questions.
Number 3. Which one's number 3?
Number 3. You want to see number 3? Hey guys, tell me, am I talking too fast? Does anybody out there think this guy?
Which one is number
This is number 3.
3? Ooh, that's like a very.
If you could see, he's got this like, his pattern is like blowing out in certain spots, and others
How
it's
big is
not.
that one, did
And
you
I
say?
don't know.
Is
I
that-
don't think this is even in shed,
Is that a
but he's got a
juvie?
really cool. This is a juvie, I would say. Number 3 is a
They
juvie.
can purchase off of the high contrast crested gecko. I mean, gargoyle gecko.
Do what?
If she
Guys, I'm
purchases
taking
off
a
of
water
this
break.
link,
Mm-hmm.
and let us know that, or send us her order number, we'll write down her name for number 3.
That's it. That's all you gotta do. If you place the order and you post the number here in the chat, say order placed number 3. We'll make sure that you get that animal. We're not going to do you wrong. If you place that order and you put your number in the chat, we will make sure that you get that animal.
Shout out to Joey.
Yeah.
He used code Live Supply and got some hides. Cape hides.
Yo! Which hides did you get, Joey?
He just got the plastic cape hide.
Which one? Oh,
Just
you...
the black.
The run of the mill.
Yeah.
Joey, are you a breeder? Because we fill our racks with those. They're super functional, plastic black hide. Check out those on our site. Super economical option. And you can house a whole house of animals with them for real cheap. Super great. Let's check out the rest of these gargs. This is garg number 5. Anybody that wants garg number 5, now is your time to strike. Have them. This could be yours. The colors on this one are beautiful. Orange. He just locked eyes with me. He's like, hey man, I see you. Don't try to get too close. Look at him. Yeah, I love how they fixate like that. Isn't that crazy? Look at that. Hey buddy. Hey, who wants garg number 5? I could be yours. Why don't you get me? Look at my beautiful pattern. This is reticulated. Look, Alicia knows. Alicia knows. Oh, she's thinking about jumping. She's thinking about taking the jump. That's number 5. That's a reticulated garg. I would say that's definitely a juvie. Again, this one's number 6. I don't know if I showed you this one, but number 6 has got some really solid patterning on it. Some really great colors. We got the dark red and the orange in number 6. That's pretty. Hey. I love playing with this close-up camera. I think it's hilarious seeing this look in their eye from up close. That there is number 6. I will leave some of these here under the camera while I
Do you know
get
the sex of number 6 and 4? I mean, do you know
number 6. Let me check. So, right here I got Cresty number 6. Garg number 6, sorry. This is a young lad. Number 6 is a boy. That is number 6. And it's a boy. It's kind of hard to tell at this age, but that's definitely a boy. What do you guys think? Boy?
Yeah, I think boy.
It's subtle, but that's a boy. That's number 6. You got any more questions on any of these gargs?
Number 4 is
Guys, these are not going to last long. We just got these in, and they're going to go. They're going to go fast. Sex number 4. Number 4. Let's see.
What temperature do gargoyles need?
Gargoyles do great at room temp. I would definitely not add any heat to a garg. Again, these are really young, but this looks like it's got to be a girl. So that looks like a pair to me, number 4 and number 6. Look at that. That thing it's ghostly. It has pattern, and it's hard to catch on this camera. But it has some pretty patterns. This is the one that really caught my eye. This is number 4.
Everyone's asking for sex with them. Number 3.
Number 3. Everybody's like, give me a garg. I want a garg.
Oh, so cute.
Guys, if you get the wrong sex, you just have to get another one, and then you have a trio. All right? So wait, number 3. Gosh, number 3 is too small.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna try to tell you guys I know the sex of this thing. Come on,
He's a little baby.
give me a little, like a microscope over here. I don't. This is, guys, the best I could tell. I wouldn't be willing to say on number 3. I don't want to do you wrong. It's a beautiful animal, though. I like how the pattern really jumps out along those stripes. Very pretty garg. Any more questions? What about number 7? Nobody gave number 7 a shout out. That's the biggest one. Number 7's like the fiery man. Look at this. This one is definitely a boy. Number 7. Beautiful animal. Look at those reds. Can't believe all the colors on these animals. Number 5. Another beautiful one. Guys, again, if you place your order and you give us the order number in the chat, nobody has yet to give us an order number that says, and you can just say whatever one you want. I'll show you all the numbers. You can just pick. But if you give us that order number in the chat and then you name the number, we'll mark it right now with your name. So, again, we got number 6. Number 5, beautiful reticulated. We got number 3, which had that pattern coming out, those dark parts along the pattern. This guy's face, he's cool. It's got like a white and a black. Like a little yin yang on his face. We got number 7. He looks like he's trying to shed. He's got a lot of red. This is, once this thing sheds, it will be even more impressive. And your number 4, which is the ghostly fellow. I really like that one a lot. Number 4. Who asked about number 4 and what was it?
Number 4 and 6 was a possible pair.
Number 4 and 6. No, that's 3. Can you count? Yeah. Yeah, those are some pretty gargs right there. Look at them. Can you imagine them just growing up together? These would be great. What a great pair. I think they're still young enough to where you could do well. Some people, they struggle when they get adults and then they try to put them together and then things don't go right, you know. When they grow together, they breed together a lot more easily. What temps do gargoyles get? I started to answer that question. I don't think I really got your answer, Becky. I would say high 70s, very low 80s would be great. Mid 70s, I think might even be like spot on. If you got 75, you would be doing really good with these. I keep mine at room temperature. We breed them right in the next room. They breed, which means they're happy, which means they're healthy. And they're doing that at room temp, which in here is like 77. So 77 will do you fine. You don't really got to do much as far as heating for these things.
Thomas's order.
Michael Nichols, you rock!
What happened?
Michael said you rock. He's probably
told me
talking to
that?
somebody else in the chat.
No.
He's probably not even talking to me. But you rock too. You know what? I'll leave you with
Thomas's
that.
order finally went through, and he got a paludarium lamp and a paludarium hood.
Wow. Awesome. That is some really high quality light. I'm a little jealous that I don't have bioactive skills, that I'm not stretching my bioactive wings like you are, because you can do some really cool things, especially with that bulb. You should look up more specs on that bulb so you can see like the true capacity, what you can really do with that item, because that's a good one. That's a 3-in-1 bulb. 3 bulbs that Reptizoo made with 3 different frequencies of light, are combined into one for that bulb to make a really well-rounded spectrum on that Paludarium 3-in-1 bulb. Oh, yo, Kayla Reptiles and Aquatics. Thank you so much for working with us, for getting your tiger rat snake from us. And that's a cool species. I'm super glad you like it, and I hope that you really enjoy it for as long as it's around. My Guyana rat snake. Reptiles and Aquatics. I wonder, if he sells them. Don't sell it, keep it around. Will you ever do a striped weasel giveaway? Probably not a striped weasel, but prairie dog could happen. Wait and see. Keep tuning in on our lives. We would love to show you guys some more awesome stuff, some more mammals. Guys, we have some awesome mammal projects going on here in the breeding facility that I'd love to tell you more about. But maybe I should save that for the guys that are doing the live on Friday. I'm supposed to be talking about dry goods. Y'all got me selling gargoyle geckos right now. One more time before I put these back. This is number 4. This is the ghostly brother number 4. Super cool. And number 6, we believe this to be a pair. Again, these are juvies. A little hard to tell. Very beautiful animals. We got Big Red, number 7. Very nice animal. Shout out in the chat if any of these are looking like your next Garg. You get 10% off right now. Use the live supply code and it's yours. And this was number 3. This was a unique one. I liked this one, I think when it colors up, especially, it has orange and the dark red along on the back spine, just in these blotches. I wonder what he'll look like grown up. Very cool. And this one, number 5. Number 5.
If they're interested, I will send them a link or just purchase off the website and let me know which one you want.
Yeah. Yo, would you mind grabbing me an adult garg?
Out of our link?
Yes. So while I got you guys, if you weren't here with us earlier, you should be checking our site because there's some new things that came in today. And I just wanted to show you this. This is something I walked by and I couldn't help it. I was like, yo, I think the people will want to see that because it's cool. We have bearded dragons. You guys, check us out. This isn't even in the link below. This is just something else I wanted to share with you guys. Make sure that you knew about. We got some really fresh bearded dragons right now. And this is just one of them that I saw, that I grabbed. Look at this little guy.
I'm gonna cry.
Look at this. Look at this. Dude, there's nothing cooler than getting an animal like this where you start to see the really fantastic features of it standing out already. Really pretty orange. And watching this thing grow. Feeding it up until its head is literally... Hi, little fella. Whoa. Hey.
They're so fast when they're so little.
He's quick. Watching it become ridiculously large compared to what it is now. This is a baby bearded dragon. Look at that thing. Just beautiful. Look at how vivid the pattern is. This comes out of the egg. And you get to see something like that come out of the egg. If you ever hatched out an animal, give a shout out in the chat. I want to know what you're hatching out there. But I've never seen a bearded dragon hatch. We got these, and dude, this thing is fresh. Beautiful little thing. And we got them. You guys, if you check our site, they'll probably be posted by tonight if they're not already. I'm sure they are. We have lots of them. You guys, I hope you guys get your own. I wanted to show you, if you guys haven't seen an adult garg, what you guys can expect if you want to get into one of those gargs that I just showed you. Remember, we got 7 of them. The 7 that I just showed you guys, we have available. I'll show them again later. I wanted to show you what an adult looked like.
Female breeder.
This is a female breeder. I'm going to be nice and careful with her. But she just laid a week ago for us. And these guys, like with...
Future babies.
Yeah, future babies coming your way. Look at this. Look at this animal. Tell me that ain't cool.
It's like 3 or 4 different
Marissa says, I love lizard. I love lizard too, Marissa. I think lizard fantastic. Look at this fantastic lizard. Is it a lizard? Can you call a gecko a lizard?
Yes.
Is that safe? We safe, right?
I think a gecko is a lizard, but a lizard can't be a gecko.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
A gecko is a more definitive term. Look at that. Wow. This is a female. What, do we have a name for this lovely lady?
I was thinking it was Kit Kat, but I didn't label it, so I don't remember.
Guys, spam me some new names.
Yeah, she needs a name.
Spam the name of this critter. We want to give this is one of our breeders, a name, and it could be your touch on the underground breeding facility. If you got a good name for something like that, then put it in the chat, and I'd love to put that touch right on the outside of her acrylic door. We'll write that name. Is anybody? Carrie Lee says she wants number 3. Carrie Lee, place that order number in the chat. We're gonna set it aside right now for you, Mary Lee. Nobody else has said anything about it. We will set it aside. If we see your order in the next 10 minutes, we will seal the deal. We'll put your name on the animal. We'll make sure it gets set aside and marked. Mary Lee wants number 3. Can I see number 3 and show?
Wait, Carrie Lee? Yeah.
Is it Carrie? Did I say Mary?
Yeah, you
Carrie.
said Mary, so I was confused. Carrie Lee.
I'm sorry.
There you go.
Carrie Lee? Carrie Lee, number 3. Take it away. That's a beautiful Crested. I love the side of that one's face. Mary Lee. We'll set that aside for you, Mary Lee. In the meantime, I'm going to get to some more dry goods. I really want to show you guys some more hide options. So I have one really simple. This is a really simple hide. Super simple. Basic. But a really good looking hide. It is in the corner of this setup. With some green around it, this thing really does. It's a nice looking hide. This is Reptizoo Cave Hide. This is available on our site. This is the medium. The large is being shown off, exhibited right now in our corn snake setup. Remember, free corn snake code. If you put that in, you'll get a free corn snake with the purchase of a corn snake setup. That could be yours. But in that corn snake setup, I have this hide. This is by Reptizoo. It's a great cave hide. What I like most about hides like this is it's made to stick in a corner. It's a corner hide. And it'll save a lot of room in your setup. You could easily fix a light over it and make that your hot basking spot and your hot hide spot. And you've only used like 5 inches of your setup. I love all shapes and sizes of hides. I don't discriminate. But when you can save space in your setup and give your animal another feature that it will use a corner hide. Use a corner bowl. Look up corner hide or corner bowl on our site. This one's actually called Reptizoo Cave Hide, and you'll find some really awesome stuff. This is one of my favorites because it's a relatively cheap option, and it's really nice looking. It just looks good. Reptizoo Cave Hide. Throw me some more. Let me get those the ones in the back. Yeah. So these are some products that I want to show you guys. This was an interesting product. It looks like a rock. It's just a rock, right? No. This is a mountable cave. We're talking mounting it up on the side of your enclosure, on the inside of your glass enclosure. This thing can be put up high, and anything that has those sticky pads on its hands can come and use this as a canopy cave. This is a really cool item, and I feel like people just don't know about it. It's really cool to be able to take another dimension of your setup that's not being used and put a hide in it. You can put water bowls in it. You can put hides in it. You can put perches in it. This is the canopy cave. It's deep. I think there's even a window on the back half of it. But a really cool hide option to really extend the use of your setup. Exoterra's Canopy Cave. We have them in the link below. Hey, 10% off right now. Use the code LiveSupply. Tap into that extra top half of your setup. Check out our New Caledonia gecko setup, and you can see this next one. This one is in that setup. You can see it actually out of the box. These boxes are really hard to take things from and to put them back together, so I'm sorry I'm like having to show you this in the box. But I have one that's being featured in our New Caledonia gecko setup. Just like this, you can see the picture of it. This is an outcrop. It goes up high in your terrarium, sticks on the wall. They stick very well. You don't have to worry about crappy adhesives. Exoterra got it really good. If you look up spring cave or mushroom, if you look up the word mushroom, there's another like mushroom perch that we have on our site. That's my favorite one. But it'll stick to the wall. And your animal, like I think of a crested gecko using this. I think of even some snakes, if you provide them a way to get up to it, using something like this. It's just a cool feature to add. If you can put some heat on it, if you can put a branch around it, you can get your animal to start using it, utilizing it where it's a new part of their habitat. For that reason, I think these are super cool items. So, what else do we got?
Oh, wait.
We got?
No, not you. Go ahead.
All right. So these are elevated. This is the elevated outcrop. That last one was another really cool one. Let me break out some more animals for you guys. I know you guys want to see those animals. See something in a hide. See something that would go on a hide. If you guys were with us for our last live, we have caiman lizards. And they're still here. We have a few left. This is a really cool animal. This is a caiman lizard. Dude, this thing is awesome. Look at this animal. This is, it's amazing. You guys can't fully, we have a good camera. But what I'm looking at right now is super cool. You guys, you could have a caiman lizard. You guys could have a caiman lizard in your house. I love this animal. Look at how broad the head is. Instead of this slender snouted animal, it's got this broad head. These really robust looking scales. Beautiful orange on the face. I'll show you guys a little close up. Beautiful, beautiful orange on the face. Can I turn you around over to your side, not make you too uncomfortable? Beautiful orange. Deep green. These guys, if you guys are looking to get into a really cool setup and provide this guy with a water feature, they would swim around in it. An all-around amazing animal to observe. They have these things, they look like these scales, they're coming out like they're thick, big scales coming out. They're almost like an alligator as far as the scales, except these are all spiky. And then they have up near the head these more like plated scales. Caiman lizards are awesome. They eat snails. They have great jaw pressure. You should see the crazy teeth they have are not little serrated teeth. They're like little embedded golf balls in their gums. They're really strange. Super cool. Super cool animal. And we have them now. Only a few caiman lizards left here at Underground. Get yours now for 10% off. Live supply. Dude. Look at this. Snake tongue. Yo, this is crazy. How do you get the free Cresty, Lincoln? If you place an order. Oh yeah, Alicia, you forgot? We're doing some crazy stuff. We're giving away adult Cresty geckos. So to get that free Cresty, it's only going to last for the duration of our live. But if you place an order during the live, you'll be entered in to win a free Crested gecko, which will be announced here probably in the next 20-30 minutes. We will announce the winner of the free Crested gecko. So I'm saying to you, you have 20 minutes to place a little order, get an elite membership. You'll get super perks with that. Get a small dry good. Any order that you place, which you can get 10% off right now if you enter live supply. Any order that you place will get you entered in to win that free adult Crested gecko. And can I show that free adult Crested gecko that's coming up here? This was Hammy. Hammy is the free adult Crested gecko that is going to come to you as voted on by your peers. Hammy is a hammy. And he is a beautiful Crested gecko. You guys can rename it. I just thought Hammy was appropriate. It is a beautiful, chubby little Cresty. This Hammy is... I'm just having trouble seeing the sex on that. Summer, would you check the sex on that?
It's a female.
It's a female. Hammy's a female. And Hammy could be for you. All you got to do is place a small order. and you'll be entered in to win that free Crested Gecko. But more about this. Look at this animal. Dude.
What
Spectacular.
size enclosure do you recommend for that baby caiman?
For this baby caiman?
For that baby caiman.
For this baby caiman, okay, so you could start it off in a 20 long. I wouldn't go. I think a 20 long would do it well for. It depends on how quick it grows, but these guys get like this. So you'd go up to 40 breeder pretty quick, but a 20 long would be great for this animal. It would give it enough space. It would have enough room for like a water feature, an embedded water dish, and it would do really well in there. In a 20 long. 20 long is the size right here. So for comparison, you can see right here. That's what I would recommend, at least for now, for this animal. Sick animal. Guys, we don't have many of these left. They did some kind of awesome giveaway at the last live. These were involved. But we still have a few left. And this guy could be yours. If you want this specific animal and you place the order, we'll give you this one right here. But they all look banging. They're all spectacular looking. There's not a lot of variation in this. Hey, why are you getting all of a sudden all huffy? He's like, all right, I'm done. Okay, hey, don't bite me. No chomping. Okay. I do. So, guys, again, live supply code at checkout, 10% off of that animal. That animal right there, that's like saving you $30 or more. Like, dude, we're trying to get you guys into some cool stuff today. Find yourself a setup with some free animals with it. Free turtles code in the cart. When you purchase this setup, you'll have 2 free turtles in it. You'll have 2 red ear sliders. Same thing with the Corn King Milk Rat Snake setup. You'll have a juvenile corn snake with the purchase of any of our corn snake setups. That's a free animal, and they look great. These are fresh looking, beautiful animals. I couldn't get that bag open earlier. Good thing I have extra. Good thing I have extra hands. Quick question. I've been on every live so far. Y'all have any extra chameleon setups? Mercer P. Yo, I do recognize that name. Mercer P. We have some great chameleon setups currently on our site. And they're awesome. I made them myself. I put them together. Everything that you'll need to keep that animal right at the perfect temp will be in there. You'll have variable hot spots. You'll have a great gradient because of the vines that I included. These setups are macking. Look up complete setups on our site. You'll see some of the nicest setups that I have to offer you. And I'm trying to get everything here so I can offer you everything. But I put these together hoping that they'd be something y'all enjoy. So check out that free setup, Mercer P. Or not free. Sorry. Not free setup. The chameleon setup. And I think you'll be pleased. Quick question. How's their temperament? Are the caimans used to being handled?
Yes.
Caimans are great. I found that baby caimans seem to be a little more hissy, a little more huffy, just because they got that complex, like here's this big crazy thing trying to handle me, and they haven't had that experience with their human. But I found that especially the larger caiman lizards, they're easier to handle. Now this is on a per animal basis, but dude, if you're looking for an awesome animal that you can also showcase, a caiman lizard is that animal, and they are really awesome. Anyway, this was one of the juvie corns that if you enter free corn snake in your cart after you buy a setup, you'll be sent this animal free. So, a beautiful corn snake. I love these corn snakes. I haven't had anybody chime in to anything about any of the corn snake localities that they might know. Dude, that's a niche group of people.
I have an order shout out to Wanda. And
There you go.
she got Reptifana and the digital thermometer.
Woo! Wanda.
And Melissa got number 6.
What? Oh, Melissa.
Number 6.
Dude, Melissa, I'm super stoked for you. This is a beautiful, young gargoyle gecko. And who's that? Who had the Reptifauna? Wanda, tell me if you're. Tell me. She had 2 orders.
2 orders.
Wanda, you trying to get that free animal? Is that what you're trying to do? You're putting in multiple orders.
I think so.
Putting in a lot of little orders just so you can get you a free crested gecko.
That's the way to do it.
That's smart. That's smart. And those Reptifauna items are super cheap right now. I want to know, Wanda, are you using that for a bioactive setup? I want to hear any shout outs to people that do bioactive because I got mad respect for you. I think that's an awesome way to bring in just a super cool aspect of husbandry. You're talking about, you're like a little scientist at that point. Quick question. I've been on every live so far. I saw that Mercer P. Dark Dalmatian. I don't have enough money to afford one. Mercer P? What? You don't have enough money to afford a... Is it... Mercer P, a chameleon? Mercer P, we can get you into a chameleon. We got some chameleons, man. Is it safe to take that to school? Is it safe to take that to school? What kind of reptile owner are you if you don't take your animal to school with you every day?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, really? Right?
You're such a positive influence on me.
Hey, look. There are some classroom pets, but hey, sneak animals in your backpack at your own risk. I don't recommend it. But as far as classroom pets, both of these, a turtle and a corn snake, king snake, milk snake, rat snake,
Ooh,
both.
someone finally said their locality.
I know, right?
Snake.
Who said it?
Sean.
Corn snakes are some of the goats.
He was also asking about the free shipping. With
Duder.
the sauce code.
Duder's Den says corn snakes are the goats. Yo, Duder's Den, I'm not poking fun. I think that if you've ever turned over a rock and seen a corn snake, then you could become one of the club that thinks corn snakes are awesome. I think corn snakes are great. Okitis. Somebody said Okiti. Okitis are a locality.
I have
Here?
the baby one.
And we have we have a couple babies over here in the breeding facility because they have a nice bright color and the dark saddles around the Okiti. See, I'm trying to show you that I know what I'm talking about because the Okiti corn is one of the only ones that I've worked with. So I'm kind of coming at you as an opportunist. But there's some other really cool corns too. Oh, have you guys ever heard of a moonshine rat snake?
What?
Oh, tell me about that. Tell me about that. Look, let me show you a couple more of our dry goods. While I got you guys here, I wanted to show you a different substrate that some of you might not know about. There's a lot of commentary online about appropriate substrates for animals. A lot of worries about impactions, and just not a lot of variation when it comes to sands. And I think this is a really great product. It has different particulate sizes in there. It's a natural product, and it comes in 3 varieties. If you look up Stone Desert on our site, you'll see the 3 different varieties. But this is a great product. I can feel it. It's not like a hunk of sand. It's actually clumpy. It's more of like a clay that it doesn't get dusty. It's just an all-around better option if you're worried about it getting dusty, if you're worried about not something that won't do well to hold up to caverns. This is a great substrate. This is called Stone Desert. It's by Exoterra. Some people would, stray away from sands completely. You'll find everything online. But look, I've tried these out. They work great for leopards. They work great for beardies. They have a red stone version of this that I would think would be great with a bearded dragon. This is a different product that I didn't think many of you would know about. So I just wanted to give this one a shout out. Stone Desert. Remember, live supply code in your cart will get you 10% off of any of this stuff. Let me show you guys a moonshine rat snake. this is something that we want to bring to you guys here in the upcoming years. This is a locality of rat snake. This is similar. Whoa, hey, little hissy. Hey, mad.
He's usually pretty.
Look his tail.
Look at him. He's showing it off. So, if you guys have heard of a palmetto corn, where you just go out in the wild and you find some ridiculously light-colored snake, I believe this is a naturally found line of rat snake. This is a moonshine rat.
Under the camera.
Yeah, let me get a little elbow touch. Yep. He's thinking about chomping on me. But look at these. Look at this patterning. Super light. Beautiful animal. It's got almost pinks in it. This is a moonshine rat snake. Tell me if you heard of that. That's pretty sick, right? That's pretty sweet, right? Someone thinks I'm funny. All right, here you guys. Here.
Someone wants to know if that sand is good for euros.
Yes, that would be a great option for euros.
Or what about bearded dragons as well?
Bearded dragons. Look, my caveat, I really care about animals. I worry about the same things that everybody that goes and they write about online. And if you give a euro or a bearded dragon a very broad bowl to eat out of, and you take that in and out when you go to feed them, instead of leaving like a huge bowl in your setup that they'll have to run across, then they won't be at risk of getting as much substrate down their gullet. All right. So when it comes to Euromastics and bearded dragons, if you be careful and if you use your wisdom like that, you won't run into those problems. But this, I think, would be a great substrate for a euro, and it'd look really good too. It's not dusty. It's a good substrate option. It's pretty heavy. It's like a weighty sand, so it's not something that as soon as you pour, it's like you inhale half the bag. It's a solid substrate option for a euro.
Our moonshine rat is not for sale, but he'll have babies eventually.
Guys, we're bringing you those babies. All right, we are trying to get the breeding happening.
Shout
And
out to Jeremy for purchasing the under tank heater, the Geotherm.
Geotherm under tank heater. I love that product. I don't have one right here, but you know why I like that product? Is because it has a thermostat on it. So if you pair the Geotherm under tank heater, which we have on our site, with something like this, you don't have to buy a $30 temp controller probe unit that controls its temperature. You can set the temp using the thing and calibrating it with your $10, $15 temp gun, and you have a calibrated temp at that site. You don't have to worry about the thing bouncing up really high. You've set it. The Geotherm tank heater is an awesome item, and I use it in a lot of the setups because it does. I think it saves people money, because you can have things like temp controller units. If you guys know anything about these, have a probe, and they're set to turn that heating implement off every time it gets up to a certain temperature. You don't need that if you have something with a little thermostat gauge on it, which essentially just regulates the amount of power that's being put into that heat mat. And that's a really good one. Malachi T says he caught a 4 to 5 stunning corn snake in his backyard about 3 weeks ago. Dang. Oh, I wanna go there. I wanna do that. I need to go hunting again. We used to take groups out just for fun. We wouldn't even take half the stuff we found just for fun. We would go out and find snakes, and at the end of the day, your legs are burning. You're walking around all day. You're flipping rocks over. It's hot out in Florida, but when you find, like I did, the first snake that I found was a wicked sweet blue garter. It was a Florida blue garter, and I think it was a piece of a car seat, like in like a chair, and I was just flipping over trash, and I flipped that thing over, and that didn't run. it just coiled up and it looked straight up at me. And I was like, oh my gosh, I found my first snake. Man, that's a cool experience. Malachi T. Anybody who hasn't gone herping, just flipping rocks, like it, you know, if you're in a good spot, it's super fun. It's a super fun thing to do. Is that good for Euro? Kate Martino, I'm not sure exactly what your question's about, but bright red and yellow Ocala Silver Springs Natural Forest.
Oh, that place is
What?
beautiful.
Euro mastiffs. Is that good for Euro?
Oh, he was describing, are you describing your snake? The bright red and yellow Ocala. Ooh, that sounds like a fantastic animal. So, are there any more dry goods? Let me make sure I get everything off my table here. Let me see that bioactive kit. So guys, I got a couple, okay, quick shout out. If you haven't placed your orders yet and you want this free Crested Gecko, you'll be put into, it's like a, what do they call that? Like a raffle. If you place an order with us, you have a chance at this free Crested Gecko. It's an adult, it's beautiful, it has a wonderful name. His name's Hammy, and or her name, right? And it's a beautiful animal. So, guys, you got less than 20 minutes left. We're gonna be wrapping it up here soon. If you guys got your cart open and you haven't placed the order, you haven't taken advantage of the live supply code or the free turtles code or the free corn snake code for getting one of these setups and getting an animal with it, then you really need to jump on it, because we've done giveaways with every live, and there's always somebody in the next live that's asking me, are you doing a bearded dragon giveaway? And I was like, dang, if only you had a time machine. Right now is the time. We got both of those setups coming with free animals. You can buy the economy or the deluxe option. And, man, we're running some good deals. This one is the Bioactive kit. I'm showing this off because a lot of people, they're intimidated by Bioactive setups. They're worried about what they need to get started. And this kit makes it simple. I mean, the items are available individually, but this just puts them all together. It has Reptisoil, it has terrarium moss, which is like a green sphagnum, I believe, and it has some leaves in it. And this acts as like, if you want a quick in to the bioactive world. And by the way, we just had some mad isopods drop. I'm pretty sure we got tons of springtails too on our site. Right now, you pick this up, you pick those up, 10% off. You could have yourself the start of a bioactive setup. Guys, there's a lot that goes into this, but the truth is, if you're providing moisture, if you're providing the variety of substrate options that'll break down well, meaning leaves, meaning a nice soil base like Reptisoil, and some moss for those little isopods to crawl around in and to munch on, then you will have yourself a bioactive setup. What happens is people let them dry out and they're like, oh dang, they gave me the wrong stuff. No, you just imagine basic care for your ball python or for your other animal, and put it on the micro scale. It just needs to be wet. You just need to have the right nutrients available in these different substrate items. Again, this is the Zoomed Bioactive Kit. It's available on our site and in the link below. And it has some moss. It has a very diverse soil, Reptisoil, which has a couple things in it. And it has some leaf litter to get that food chain chugging. Bioactive Kit. Super cool. Anybody do Bioactive? The Stone Substrate. Kate Martino. Howdy doodle.
Someone said that they're buying pet supplies from PetSmart, but they got crap stuff. So why are you buying from them? Buy
Guys.
from us. What?
Get what you want from Underground Reptiles. PetSmart's got one item to our 5. I'm not trying to hate on PetSmart. Like, they're great. They're great. But check out our site. Look under each category. Learn something about what you're going to buy just by looking through those product descriptions. We put a lot into providing you guys with a variety of product. I've learned so much just by looking through those. Go to our Bioactive section. Just by saying, oh, BioDrain, what's that for? You're gonna figure out a lot of new stuff, and we just want to give you a better experience than I'm not gonna throw any insults. I like to joke, but we have a lot of good stuff that we could offer you. All right, folks. Ew, someone's got a secret admirer. Oh, anybody? Oh, Reptilinks. Somebody mentioned Reptilinks. I know about Reptilinks. What are your thoughts on Reptilinks? Would you guys ever think about selling them? Duder's Den. I'm going to tell them about you because I've had people come and ask me. We've asked around, and there is a growing majority of people who are all about getting some Reptilinks on our site for you guys. And I think that's a super awesome niche product that provides great nutrition for problem feeders. And Duder's Den, I hope that we can help you out soon with that. Yo, I have one more cool animal that while we're together, I wanted to show you guys. They showed this guy off the other day at our live. Hey, little fella.
Aww.
He's got a little, I just want to give him a little refresh. Give him that glistening look. What do you think about that? That's a wedge head caiman. Look at this beauty. Guys, you could have a wedge head in your house, on your lawn. Get your girlfriend a wedge head. What are you doing?
With code Live Supply, 10% off.
With code Live Supply, you can have 10% off. This is an amazing little animal. And it's cute. I gave him a little dunk before I put him on the camera. He's all nice and wet. Look at this. We sell wedge heads and smooth fronts, caimans. Wedge heads are known for having this really linear, kind of geometric looking scale pattern, while the smooth fronts have these large outward keeled scales, and they don't look as linear like this. So if you guys wanted to learn something about how to identify a wedge head caiman versus a smooth front caiman, well, there you go. If you're ever out there in some crazy place and you come across one, well, you'll know how. But if you're not, and you just want to have one for your living room, yo, guys, check our site out. This is a wedge head caiman. Look at him. And the first time I saw one of these, I was very new at handling animals, and I was getting nipped up by them, and I was handling a lot of them, and I was still a happy camper. Oh, little pee, never done you no harm. I was still a happy camper because I just thought, dude, these are the crazy coolest animals. Like, they have these teeny, you can't see those teeny teeth up at the front, but I remember when I first saw them, and they were making that, like that guttural, like this weird stomach belch noise, like they were calling the mama, and they were all doing it, and I just was like, dude, this is nuts. I can't believe I'm sitting here taking care of these crazy animals. And yeah, it's fun. Like, I do it for work, but you guys could buy one right now for 10% off, and it'll be at your door.
Let's talk about our free animals again.
Free animals.
Our free animals. What?
Free animals. We have free animals? You want free animals? I think we have a giveaway.
Do you want to announce that soon?
Guys, I'm gonna give you 10 more minutes to place your orders. If you've been tuning in, thank you so much for supporting us at our site, for supporting us on YouTube, for supporting Underground. We've been around a while, and like, this company's blessed me. Y'all bless us by tuning in with all your comments. Mercer P, thank you for joining us again. Adios, my friend. Everybody that's joined us, I just want to give you a personal thank you. There's a lot of people here that I'm sure feel the same way. If you're tuning in on YouTube, if you're tuning in on Instagram, if you're tuning in on our site, we only have about 10 more minutes before we're going to announce that giveaway. We're going to close that door. The door is closing. Door closing. If you want to get into one of these setups and you want a free animal with it, door's closing. Free turtles code at the checkout will give you 2 free red ear sliders with this setup. Again, these setups come with everything. You guys have to check out those setups in the link. Go and search custom setup in our categories and look at those setups. There's something else. Today, free turtles will come with the purchase of a setup. This is my deluxe option. It's got everything. But there are economy options if you just want to get your foot in the door. If you want to say, you know what, I just want a turtle. I just want a turtle in my living room. It can happen. It could be you today. And you could have the turtles free if you get the setup now. Same thing with our Corn King Milk Rat Snake setup. This is an awesome setup. I put like 4 hide spots in it. The vine, the plant, the bowl, another hide. Dude, I got it. It's right here. And it's coming with a free snake today. So, those were our announcements. Our giveaway, another about 10 minutes. And we're going to close that up. If there's any more questions that you have, dry goods, spam me with your dry goods questions. What's a good hide for this? How do I take care of this? Whatever you guys have, I'll do my best. I'll answer your questions. I've been running around. I don't have all the answers, but I've been around for some years. I've made this my living, and I'd love to help you out with anything you need. If you could have them in New York, I'd buy that right now. Are you talking about that Cayman? I bet you are. Yeah, I think those do have some regulations around them. I bought some feeding tongs. Thank you, Juder's Den. We have a lot of tools like that really make animal husbandry a lot easier.
Cole, what is your favorite exotic animal?
Oh, man. Thank you for asking me that. I don't know why that makes me almost emotional. Somebody cares about what I care about. My favorite exotic animal. Man. So, aside from the meticulous, like, salamanders, which I really like the emperor newt, some newts and salamanders, I'm going to have to give the one up to the chondropython, the green tree python. I just think the color change that those things go through, I've read books about them. I'm a student. I just really love to learn about animals, and they're a tough cookie as far as care, as far as getting them to breed. And I just really like that project. Like if I had a whole room, I could say, you now have a chondropython room. That would be the room. That would be the top one. They go from that yellow to that deep green, and all of the localities. I just think it's so amazing, the different patterns on them. Just when I see a chondropython, I'm like, dude, how could you want a better animal than that?
I can attest to that.
Summer says she agrees. Like, they are cool. They're just cool, dude. They have blue. They have blue on their backs. Some of them have blue and green in them. They're just amazing. If you look up high blue, like Aru, look up high blue Aru online and put green tree python, and you're going to see some like of the sickest animals that exist on the base of the planet. And they're awesome. Thank you for that question. Stranger things every day.
I have another question. Will African bush snakes eat long-tailed lizards?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know that answer. I just subbed, by the way. Yo, thanks, man. Join us more often. We just started doing this. This is a new thing, these lives. This is like we're putting this in the middle of the day. We know that everybody's not going to be able to join. But here come Friday, we're going to do another live. And those things get hopping. These chat rooms are blowing up. And Austin, he brings that next level like excitement. And he's bringing in, you know, I've got these little things. He's bringing in the freaking 6-foot iguana. He's doing all this stuff coming up Friday. It'll
You got
be.
a subscriber because of your vibe.
Well,
Exactly, right?
stop it. Stop it. I want to know what this guy's saying.
That's Russian.
I see Mara. That's the only thing I can read. If you're from Russia and you're trying, he's got the praying hands. Hey, dude. Keep them prayers flowing. One love. Mara. I'm sorry, I can't read any of your things. I don't know where you're from.
Yes.
I can't. Russ, yes. Hey, we got another. Yay, yes. Yes. Absolutely. I agree with everything you're saying from Russia. I hope. Can you say my name, please? Macy.
Aw.
I think that's right. Macy, shout out to you. Thank you for tuning in. I think we have a giveaway.
I have a winner.
Alicia has a winner. Now, if you guys have been tuning in, you know that we are giving away, just for the remainder of the show, which we're about to close up. We're announcing the giveaways now. Press send on that cart. Get your live supply code.
The Crested.
This is
Hammy.
our Crested Gecko giveaway. Winner is going to be announced right now.
Danielle.
Danielle.
She bought a baby Inferno leatherback bearded dragon.
Danielle. Danielle bought a bearded dragon, and guess what? That beardy's going to have a tropical neighbor. That's pretty funky. You got some different things going on. You got a little desert. You got a little tropical. You're going to have yourself a Crested Gecko. This thing is cool. It has 2 different colored eyes. It's a very unique specimen here. Check them out. Yo, I'm super stoked for you. This is yours. Old Hammy, you can change the name, but I called him Hammy because he was thick. He's a thick girl. She's a thick girl. She's well fed. She's a happy one. So, we hope you enjoy your free Crested Gecko. Thank you guys so much for being a part of our giveaways, for blowing up the chat. This is all about you guys. We can get up here. We could talk until we're blue in the face. We could show stuff off. But without you guys drive this industry. You guys drive this, what we're doing here for these lives. We want to make it for you guys. So, more suggestions, more comments, more anything that gets us closer to, dude, just to making it a great time for you guys. You guys drop time to spend it here with us. And I'm just stoked about that. Congratulations to the winner.
Everybody said Hammy waved at the camera.
Hammy did wave. Hammy's good like that. Guys, thank you so much. We're wrapping it up. Do we know how to stop this thing?
Yes, I know how to
She knows how to
stop
stop it. That means I can say goodbye. I can say thank you. We're waving at the camera. This is Summer. This is Summer. She waved at everybody too. Thank you guys again. Congratulations on all the winners. Tune in Friday. That's the next